This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately. What's going on, freaks? There are the dogs. What's going on? All right. Well, welcome to Gray Hughes Investigates. All right, and no, I'm not an actual private investigator or anything like that. That's just what I named my channel. I've been covering true crime for like 10 years now, and that's what my channel's called. He's not even a real investigator. Well, I mean, I can look into things as good as almost anybody. Okay, so you can call me whatever the hell you want to do, but the way just the approach is of looking into things is how I do it, and apparently some people like it, some people don't. Okay, yeah. So like even like yesterday, in the case of hold on a second, gotta get this windows open here. Yeah. So the case of Scottie Morris. I'm not willing to just go, oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes it's really obvious stuff, but, to jump in and go, oh, yeah, the parents made him wear the shirt with no information other than there's a picture with him wearing a shirt, and it seems like it. So I said, yeah, wouldn't shock me a bit if he was made to wear the shirt. And but everyone was so sure, and it turns out, yeah, he was forced to wear the shirt. Okay, but... I mean, I don't know what that means. I mean, the thing is, everybody should be more cautious about jumping in and saying something to be true before you know it to be true. So that's why it's better sometimes, like, to cover a story 2 or 3 weeks into it, because then you have all of the actual pieces of information to put together. If you start off at the beginning, there's too many people speculating on this and that and pretending to have divine information, and it's crazy. I mean, imagine if I sat there and went, oh my god, she made him wear it, he did this, and he had to go, and then I get everybody outraged, and then it would, oh god. Yeah, so the thing is when you do a case like that, and you start throwing out stuff that's so just, oh yeah. Oh god, this is what I hate. Like I'm just telling you the reality of it, and people go, it's so obvious. Yeah, it's so obvious too. Remember Shane? He was so obvious. Oh, it was so obvious that Debbie Collier was murdered. Yeah, it was so obvious to all of you guys. Okay, so quit saying that shit over and over again. Yeah, it's obvious to you after the fact. If you were wrong, you wouldn't have said, oh, it's obvious. You would have went, wow, I was wrong again. I just said, I don't know what the answer is. It could be that easily, and it could be that the sister is making up a story, right? Yeah, so that's the reality right there. And the thing is, if I did a show, okay. I don't know what you guys are doing in there in the chat. It's bizarre. Let's see. Yeah, and well, here's the truth is, if I came out and I was attacking and throwing out all this stuff like, oh yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that DB, and it turns out, oh no, he made that shirt earlier in the day and he wore it. Then all of a sudden I've created this whole narrative about somebody that isn't true. So it's better just to be kind of speculative. Like, well, maybe, you know, I mean, it's possible. You know, the sister said that isn't why he was wearing it, but apparently he was forced to wear the shirt. It's ridiculous. God. Yeah. Let's see. Yep, good evening. Oh, nothing happened. That just they came out and said that he was forced to wear the shirt. But you got people saying, "Oh, it was obvious." Well, it isn't obvious, okay? Especially after the sister said, "No, he wasn't forced to wear it." Okay, so it's obvious for people when it turns out to be true that they were forced. Then you can go, "Oh, it was obvious to me because I'm so much brighter than everybody else." In reality, it isn't obvious. It turns out it's true that yes, they apparently made him wear it. That's what they're saying, and the sheriff thinks it's a little odd. And when you look up other information now, they have, apparently there's some, like child neglect issues in her past. What does that have something to do with what happened here? I mean, maybe that shows why she's somebody that would have put something like that, made him wear a shirt like that. But does it have anything to do with like that he left? Anything like that? We don't know. Yeah. Well, that is the way to do it. I'm not going to do unless it's. Yeah. I'm almost going to put Zozo on timeout. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's see. I don't even think I'm going to cover this one though. I want to get back onto the one we were talking about last night. Hey, thank you, Tawny Lee. She likes to make a spectacle so that the people on Reddit can go, "Ooh, did you see what, it's crazy. Jesus. Ridiculous. Let's see. I can do what I feel like, Lori. So, I have a question. Was he adopted or... Tawny Lee said, just wanted all the freaks to know that it's not my parenting style, though I try not to judge freaks rule. There you go. I don't know if he was foster kid or anything like that, but apparently she has some neglect charges in the past. I've seen a screenshot or something, but I guess it was obvious that she had charges like that too. We should have just known it in our brains, Yeah, you think he looks like his mom? It's hard to tell. Thanks, K-Me.
Chewbacca? Oh, I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
Just wanted all the freaks to know that is not my parenting style.
Thanks, Texas girl.
So I try not to judge freaks rule.
Yeah. Disagree and not just I'm not going to remove somebody. I just don't like the sort of vitriol of, oh, it was so obvious. It's not obvious at all. Okay. Especially when the sister said no. before that, it's like, yeah, I mean, I thought she did make him wear it. That the parents did make him wear it. But then when the sister said no, they didn't, then it's like, oh, well,
Freaks. My favorite.
who knows? Could be all kinds of explanations for all kinds of things. Definitely, and I think he has been tough to parent. Yeah, I mean, we don't know the story, but I mean, to be honest with you, now that we know that she made him wear the shirt, or whoever made him wear the shirt, the parents, right? And if she has neglect charges, then it's sort of, you know, the weights of, you know, starts balancing over to something else, you know, going on. I mean, that's the thing, is it's still more likely that after he was made to wear that, he just got upset and he took off. But you also start going, you know, does that mean something else? I mean, that's the way you look at it. I mean, before, if it was somebody else, then great. Thanks, Holly G. All right, let's see. What do we got for the... Oh, an ashy snow. I could bring him some treats. See what they say. Oh, what's this? Hold on a second. This Zozo sent me a message.
Chewbacca? I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
:_basic.
Yeah, maybe, but that means he walked away, though, right?
Lizard.
Zozo? Heimlich maneuver, and my husband are licensed by Delaware. $1 an hour?
Chloe treat bun. Bone.
7-year-old daughter and 5-year-old son. So that must have been... How many kids, how many brothers and sisters does he have? Does anybody know? He's 14, right? 2000. Yeah, so that's probably him. So I guess apparently there's this Felicia Morris made a post probably on Facebook or something that says, "School almost out. Need a babysitter? I can help. I'm trained in childcare, CPR, and Heimlich maneuvers." Maneuvers? It's just a maneuver. I and my husband are licensed by the Delaware County Foster Agency, so that's sort of interesting. Yeah. My home is safe for all ages, rates as low as $1 an hour. I have a 15-year-old son, 7-year-old daughter, and 5-year-old son. So the 5-year-old is probably Scottie here because he's 14, and that was 2014. You add 9 to that, and then you get 14. All ages are welcome. Yeah. Oh boy, don't call. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is if, you know, now that they've made him wear the shirt, whatever happened, you know, you almost wonder if, I mean, it was late at night, so it wouldn't be shaming anybody to be at nighttime wearing that. Although, was it really at night? What time? There must be a time on the video that was shot, if it was a video, that lets people know he has a, you know, backpack sitting next to him in the image that's out there. What was he doing with that? Did he have something in there, clothing, something to take with him? And thank you to Ashy Snow, Holly G, Texas Girl, Kami, Tawny Lee, and thank you. Really? And what information do you have to say that, Daniel? See, this is what I'm talking about, everybody. I mean, Daniel Kelly said, "I think the father did something." What information have we heard in the news that implicates the father whatsoever in this case? Anything at all? Yeah, that's what I thought. My tooth was sort of aching today a little bit. Yeah. No, but seriously, what information have we got so far that implicates him whatsoever in this case? Yeah, but it's way worse if people see you wearing the shirt. I don't think being forced to wear the shirt is nearly as bad as other people seeing you wear the shirt. I mean, I know it's kind of cool to come up with a nuance to try to, but the reality is the reason somebody's made to wear a shirt like that is to embarrass them and other people to see it. That's the normal thing. Like, I've seen parents have a child stand on a street corner with those boards that you wear in the back and the front, and they say stuff like, I stole money, I'm bad, or whatever, and they have to stand on a street corner. I've seen it. And they've always been stories where people were like, wow, that's tough love, that's good parenting. But now that the kid's missing, like, for example, let me ask how the story, and be honest here, you guys, be honest. Let's say that he had to put that shirt on, and he walks down the street and he comes back home and somebody said, oh wow, look at this shirt these parents made this kid wear. Would it be a big story in your mind? Or would it be like, wow, oh my God, because we've seen this 1,000 times. And it's not great. I mean, it's not ideal or anything like that, but I think the fact that he's missing is people assign that activity as something a lot more, nefarious and bad, is what I'm saying. Haven't you guys seen the stories where a kid, even a parent makes a video where they smash the phone on of their daughter or something because they've been, doing stuff bad with it or something, or they're made to wear a sign, or I've seen them. Yeah, they have seen it. Well, I'm pretty sure they've seen it. Yeah, so here's the articles from today. Yeah, well, that's pretty bad too, right? 867-5309. Sending a kid to boot camp. Yeah, well, none of it's good, but it's a lot worse when other people see you wearing the shirt. At home, it's just you feel bad that you made your parents feel that way. But then when you have all these other people looking at you wearing it, now you're shamed, and it's stupid in today's day and age. I can see like 30 years ago having it make work a little bit, but with the cell phones and the bullying and all that shit that goes on, that just doesn't work. I mean, imagine if other kids were, filming him wearing that and then teasing him all day long at school wearing that, and then he tries to apply for a job and somebody goes, oh my God, you're lying, cheating, that sucks, Yeah. Yeah, it's always something that would be in his mind. Yeah. Somebody said earlier, I think it was, I don't remember who said it, but on another video they said, spanking isn't really to punish the kid, it's to vent the rage of the person spanking. That's total bullshit, okay? That's absolute garbage. I don't know whoever said that. Maybe there are some parents that do that, but most of the time it's really... Spanking works. It worked, everybody. It worked for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. But all of a sudden it got where it was like, oh my God, my kid's a person too, man. They should do all... Yeah, I mean, of course they're people, right? But it's ridiculous. I mean, it's a ridiculous statement to say that it was for vengeance for the parents. Isn't it weird? Can you guys see a correlation between when spanking was removed from society and the behavior of kids. Have you noticed the correlation there? How it actually sort of worked, you know? Like, you don't, I'm not disparaging if you don't spank your kids. Like, if you don't spank your kids and you found another way around it, good job. But there are kids out there that they need to be spanked, right? I mean, that is kind of how it worked for thousands of years. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? I mean, it's just... yeah, that's right. Wooden spoons, all that stuff. So Zozo said, about ready to spank you. Yeah. You know, when I was in, yeah, I mean, that's the crazy part. When I was in, I think I was we were living in New Mexico. My dad was an artist. I think it was Santa Fe. And when we were in school, they used to spank you right there in front of the class, the teachers. And I remember this one kid, I think his name was James. I remember it because it was so upsetting to me too. The teacher pulls down his pants and starts spanking his bare butt in front of all the students. I mean, that is hideous no matter what time frame you're looking at. I mean, it's so demoralizing and just, you know, embarrassing and shameful. I'm glad they got rid of that kind of stuff. No principals or anybody at a school should have the right to make a decision and spank somebody's kid. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it was weird. I remember still to this day, it's one of the few vivid memories I have. I felt so bad for him. And it was weird, too, because it wasn't like, you know, like I'm laughing, and he shouldn't even have felt shame because I don't think anybody in the class thought, oh, wow, this is funny as hell. Everybody felt bad for him, I would imagine. Yeah. Yeah, nobody does it now. Now, let me just read through these really quick. I got to get on to the other one because you know how long that one's going to take. It's been an overwhelming several days for Jay Turner, chief of Eden Police Department. Our main... Oh, you can't see it. Let me get over here. Our main point right now is finding Scottie Turner, the 14-year-old, had... Let me make sure I got the right ones here. I got these newer articles from today. Hold on. Let me just close that down. Yeah, I think that's the same one. The 14-year-old teen has been missing since last Thursday, where he was last seen at home wearing a white t-shirt, red and black shorts, and black tennis shoes. Turner says they searched the small town multiple times, but to no avail. We've done everything investigatory we could do, Turner said. To search anything else would kind of be redundant because we've searched everything more than twice. As the search continues, there's been confusion about the Eden Police Department initially announced Scottie was missing on their Facebook page using this photo. It shows Scottie with a shaved head and a t-shirt with demeaning words written on it, including the phrase, "I'm a liar." Turner confirmed Scottie's parents forced him to wear the shirt as a punishment. I will say the shaved head was his idea. They went to great clips, and it's what he told them he wanted, Turner said. But the shirt was quite unorthodox, kind of disturbing, and we're looking into that, so that's good. Right? Especially now that you know that she has some other like child neglect type charges. Turner says the now deleted post caused an uproar on social media and speculation to begin. He adds the parents are heartbroken and asks for people to respect their privacy. They were beat up pretty bad on social media, and right now they've cooperated the entire time with us, Turner said. Turner says they'll work with state officers on the best course of action moving forward to find Scottie. He hopes Scottie will see the concern of the community and pleads for him to come home. If you have any information, call 765-396-3297. Then there's another one. Police have once again come up empty-handed in the search for missing 14-year-old Indiana boy Scottie Morris. The teen disappeared on Thursday night from Eaton, a small town just north of Muncie. For days now, search parties have been combing through the small town with no luck. Right now, we've checked everywhere we could possibly think of, Eaton Police Chief Jay Turner said. Turner said at this point they don't see anything criminal about Scottie's disappearance. However, his parents have been looked into and were given polygraph examinations. We've done several investigations, several interviews, and all that, Turner explained. We're just trying to check all avenues. We're not taking anybody off the table right now. In the first days after Scottie went missing, police searched vacant homes in the small town and have since started shifting resources to surrounding wooded areas. On Monday, volunteers trekked through several square miles of woods, the Mississippi River, but still no sign of Scottie. It's a good thing we didn't find him, said volunteer Buck Cottle. Hopefully he's harbored up somewhere and he's safe. An incident command has been set up in police headquarters where agencies from around the state have come in to assist. Chief Turner said they've run out of places to look. He's either been picked up by somebody and no longer in Eaton, Turner said. The only other thing I can think of is the schools are on break this week, and maybe a family went out of town and he went to their house. I don't know. Geez, that sounds pretty far-fetched. Chief Turner also addressed rumors on social media that he called ridiculous and horrendous. One of the rumors is that Scottie's parents shaved his head as a punishment, which Chief Turner said was not true. However, he confirmed they are looking into a shirt Scottie was wearing the night he disappeared, which contained writing on the front as kind of a punishment. No matter what you think about how discipline was done there, that's something we're checking into, Turner said. I mean, what if it was, it could have just been something they were going to do at the house. Like, here, write these are the things that you did. Write it, put them on a shirt and wear it. And then he felt so bad about it, then he leaves. It's also possible that, like people were saying, that maybe they had him go outside, but I don't know. It's 17, 19 degrees out there. It'd be kind of weird. Not saying it's not possible. No matter what you think about how discipline was done there, there's something we're checking into. On Tuesday, Chief Turner said officers will be doing another sweep of vacant homes in the area. After that, they will reconvene and decide how to proceed from there. The thing is, it's such a small town, and he was just gone so quick. Without any new tips or any new leads, it's getting tiring. That's kind of an odd sentence at that thing right there. Without any new tips or anything new leads, it's getting tiring. I don't know, man. That's kind of an odd thing to say for a police chief or whoever said that. It's just anyone with information on Scottie's whereabouts is asked to call Eaton Police Department at 765-396-3297. Yeah, Harley Dilly in the chimney. All right, guys, we're 47 minutes in. If you guys would like to help support the Gray Hughes Investigates YouTube channel, if you could hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Also, we try to raise funds for my channel every single night. And then that allows me to, because I have decided to donate over 50% of the net revenue to charity, and that's what allows us to make a huge difference. I actually heard from Rain. What did they say? Hold on a second. Rain just emailed me, and it wasn't just a random, like a thank you type thing. It was, yeah, it said, I'm reaching out to thank you for the recent contribution of $500 to Rain. To date, you have given us $18,000, which has allowed Rain to support and improve our life-saving work to support survivors of sexual violence and remove barriers to justice. Thank you for all you do to make healing and hope possible. I welcome the opportunity to connect with you to share more about the impact you have made. So they're actually trying to set up a time where, you know, like they can come on. That'd be pretty sweet. I'd like to hear from them. They give me some time slots. Thank you, Beth Radish. Yeah. It's pretty sweet. I mean, this year we're up to, what do we got? This year we're at 13,500. We're not even done with March yet. But we did 62,000 2022, 42,000 2021, and 22,000 in 2020. So, you know, we make a huge difference here, and the only way to keep doing that is if you guys, on a nightly basis, help support the channel, and that allows us to do the bulk donations. I do it out of my income that comes in. And that makes $140,250 since January 2020. All right. I think it's worthwhile. Thank you, Susie Clue. They kind of pretty much sleep all day, these guys. They wrestle later, it seems like. Okay, well, anyways, I think we pretty much, that's it. You know, he's still missing. He was forced to wear the shirt. Apparently the mother has some child neglect information in her past. He's just gone, you know. We don't have any information. But here's the one thing that I do know now is when the sister said what she said, she wasn't telling the truth. So now you wonder, is there anything else she's not telling the truth about or omitting from people knowing about? Huh? Who is this person? Hey, thank you, Ashy Snow. Okay, man, we get to hear the cool avocado wrap. Between Chloe, like Chloe's trying to bite it. Yeah, well, if he's got the backpack, maybe there's something in there.
Wrap it, Professor Gray.
Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture. Anyways, thank you. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think everybody knows that, Plato. Yeah. And now that she's lied, you know, you wonder, you know, why was she lying? And, you know, she's trying to protect something. Who knows? So the daughter, though, would be 16 then, right? Because in this email, this thing about her applying for a job, I have a 15-year-old son, so that son is 24. Then a 7-year-old daughter, that would make her 16. And then also a 5-year-old son, adding 9 makes him 14. So he's got a much older son and 16-year-old daughter and a 14-year-old son. Man, she must have been, how old was she? Must have been 13 when she had him. That's crazy. If that's really the biological, because she's only 37, right? And then that means if he's 24, I mean, that's crazy. Right? How old is she? Isn't she 37? Well, how could Scottie be a twin if the one girl is 7 and he's 5? Did she make that up? I didn't. I want to know how. I'm not asking that, Paulette. I'm asking how old the mother is, Felicia. I think she's 37. And if she had a 23 or 24-year-old kid, you know, it was like 13 or 14 when she had that child. Yeah, the whole thing seems like that. Yeah. It's one of those cases, I don't even like covering these cases that much, to be honest with you. They're not really interesting, kind of. Like, they're just sort of like a hate fest, where everybody gets to hate everybody, but there's no kind of intrigue in terms of, oh, okay, now, let's see, we've got this piece of the puzzle, we've got this one, and you know, trying to figure something out. I guess that's where, you know, that's why I don't like them that much. Doesn't seem like, it just seems like everybody just wants to hate on everybody, and even before you even know the details of a story. So we're learning more, and hopefully some of this stuff will shed light on to the police and lead somewhere to finding him. All right, I'm going to get over to the story that we were covering last night, the James Craig case. But there's going to be a lot of reading, so I'm anticipating this. I don't know if my bot are working. Hold on, let me turn those on. Yeah, no problem. I'm going to do a recap here in a minute. Why would you watch Gwyneth Paltrow trial? Jesus, what a waste of time. Okay. I think it works now. Let me see. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you want one of these notebooks, if you send 25 into PayPal, it's a little bit, it doesn't quite look like that. It's completely black right there. I'm not sure why it's filtered like that, but you get the notebook and the 2 freak pens. Hey, what is this guy doing here? They're just trying to pump up their own channel. It's just crazy. Anyways, let's get to the... on March 15th, 2023 at approximately... This is the other story of James Craig, 45, the dentist in Colorado. All right. Oh, cool. Circa then. I've got 3 names on the list right now, but I'd like to get a few more so I can send them. Thank you, support with Steffa. I've been waiting for part 2. I'm going to get through the whole thing regardless of how long this takes tonight, okay? Waiting for part 2 of the dentist case all day. All right. What Arizona kids? Don't even know what you're talking about.
Excited.
Super light and demand. Yeah, it's a pretty good notebook, don't you think? No, I don't even know if you're talking about what I'm talking about. Oh, or screen. Okay, I thought you were talking about my notebook. Yeah, can we not talk about Gwyneth Paltrow's trial? I couldn't imagine something more boring. It just... Alright, let's focus in on what we're doing here. Alright, so we've got on March 15th, 2023 at approximately, I just made some notes in here so we can get caught up to where we were. On March 15th, 2023 at approximately 11:08 a.m., victims Angela Craig presented herself to University Hospital because she had a severe headache and was experiencing dizziness. All right, and then there's James, and Angela is James's wife, and then there's a guy named Ryan who's James's business partner. Okay. At the hospital, Ryan spoke with one of the attending nurses regarding his suspicion that Angela was the possible victim of poisoning. Ryan explained to the nurse that James recently ordered potassium cyanide for their dental practice, adding that there was no medical reason or purpose to order potassium cyanide for a dental practice. As a mandatory reporter, the nurse called the police and an investigation ensued. The Major Crimes Homicide Unit was contacted and took over the investigation. The reason James knew about Ryan. The reason Ryan knew about the cyanide was that on March 15th, 2023, office manager contacted Ryan via the phone as he was driving to the university hospital to be with James. So Ryan, his business partner, was going to the hospital to be with James, the dentist and business partner. This office manager was contacted by another office manager, and she said that on March 6, 2023, the day Angela first became sick and went to Parker Adventist, she was working late at the dental office. She said James returned to the office after hours. She observed James at an exam room computer with the lights off, doing something on the computer. This was odd because James had his own office with his own computer and personal laptop he regularly took to and from the office. She said approximately 30 minutes after James left the dental office, he texted her telling her that he would be receiving a personal package and told her not to open it. She stated that a package arrived for James on Monday, March 13, 2023. She found that the package box had been opened. Caitlin said she found out that another employee had opened the package, forgetting that James was getting a package. She looked inside the package. Inside the package, I mean, if they could say package one more time. Inside the package, she said she saw a biohazard sticker and what said potassium cyanide on a circular canister. She realized that was the package for James. She sealed the package back up and gave it to James, the husband of the woman that's been murdered. She said James told her when Angela was discharged March 14, 2023, she made accusations that James had poisoned her. Angela said something to James along the lines of, "There are poisons they don't test for." She said she later Googled what potassium cyanide was used for and saw that Angela had the same symptoms. Caitlin called Jacqueline when she heard Angela was back in the hospital on March 15th, 2023, and told her about the contents of the package. James told Ryan that the package was a ring for Angela, but so at this time, James doesn't realize that people looked in his package because they packed it back up for him. So when Ryan asked about it, his business partner, he said, "Oh, it's a ring for Angela." But Ryan knew that it was cyanide. And then James changed his story. He claimed he bought it for Angela because she could order it. She couldn't order it. So she bought the cyanide for Angela. I mean, just a stunning gift. Something that most people, I don't know about you, but I've actually asked for that for Christmas before. On March 15, 2023, and told her about, James told Ryan that the package was a ring for Angela, but Ryan knew that it was cyanide, and then James changed his story. He claimed he bought it for Angela because she couldn't order it. She thought Angela would really take it, wouldn't really take it though, So I'm going to go ahead and buy her a bunch of cyanide, but, I didn't think she'd really take it. She was just going to fling it around and go, "Ooh, I'm going to take it," just tease me with it. She stated she knew that James and Angela were having marital problems because James had recently mentioned he had told Angela that he wanted a divorce. James tried to get Ryan and everyone at the office to quit discussing with police and tried to guilt him and the entire office into not cooperating with police. March 16th at about 2 p.m., Angela went brain dead. So that's kind of the quick recap there. Okay, so we already went through all of this. We were on page 15. But I'll start over from, so these are text conversations starting right here that James and Angela were having. So I'm going to start here again. Okay, the blue writing is Angela. And it's just like, it's a total nightmare because you sort of can follow along her degradation, so here we go. I'm gonna need some energy throughout this, you guys. All right. So it says, "Thank you so much for making my drink this morning. Just love you. I hope you have a great day, and I'm so glad you'll be back in town." "You're welcome, baby. I love you too. I think my body's not letting the caffeine this morning either." I think it probably meant liking. "My stomach feels fine, but my head feels funny and dizzy. Very strange." Thank you, SV Kathy. So this is her initially saying, she doesn't really feel good. Doesn't have, this is March 6th. So this is the first time. So we do have that at the top of the screen. This is when she originally got sick the first time. It's been a week since caffeine for you. Maybe your body, this is what James is saying. It's been a week. Do you want me to zoom in so you can at least kind of tell? So remember, the blue is Angela. And the white, or the regular color is what the hell's his name? Scottie. Jeez. What's that? There's Scottie. So it's been a week since caffeine for you. Maybe your body is saying no thank you. And now he says, I did a full scoop of caffeine and a full scoop of the B vitamins. Is that how much you normally take? And then he says, 'cause I'm super shaky. Oh no, I do small scoop of the B vitamin mix. It feels really weird. I think she's talking about how she's feeling. Oops, sorry baby. So he's trying to come up with an alternate reason why she's not feeling good. He keeps trying to do that. That's okay, it will wear off. I'm dizzy and my eyes don't want to focus. But I can't get the stuff done that I need to this morning. Maybe you should lie down. I am lying on my face on the mat in my room. You have a bed, I'm stinky, she said. So she's even caring because she was sweating and, like concerned about her smell. It's crazy. Just seems excessive for a little extra supplement. So she got a little extra vitamin B, and now she's kind of thinking, I think she was aware that something wasn't quite the way it should be, but didn't want to believe that her husband had something to do with it. Pearl is flying in this morning to see me. I totally forgot. I think she's flying out today too, though. I don't feel right in my head. Do I need to come home? He's saying, do I need to come home? No, that's just weird. I'm dizzy in my head and my eyes are working slowly and my body is responding slowly. That sounds really wrong. I'm going to come home. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit, he said. You can't. You need to work. I'll throw on some clothes and sit with the girls and see if it goes away. Okay, I think he's probably what he said was, I'm probably overreacting, but it says I think he probably has voice to text or something. I'm probably overreacting, but it's got to be overreacting. But I don't like that. I can cancel patients for the morning or move some to Dr. P if needed, so if you change your mind, let me know. Do we have a blood pressure cuff? You should try that and see if your blood pressure is low or something. Do you get lightheaded when you stand up? It feels more like I feel... Yeah, it's weird how it got blurrier. I feel more like I feel when I take heavy meds and everything adjusts and moves slowly. Like I'm moving in a thick gel. My eyes are struggling to stay focused. Did you take your blood pressure? See, the thing is he knows that one of the symptoms is high or low blood pressure. And so he's like, ooh, tell me what it says. I want to... You don't have to miss work today. We don't have anywhere to go today, and the girls and I will be fine. I'm starting to think I'm just sick, and this is part of it. I'm going to try popcorn and Dr. Walker this morning, and we'll see what we can do. I'm not sure your popcorn will do much, but you're welcome to try it. That's kind of I think they should have circled that statement. It's almost like, damn, she's trying something. Yeah, your popcorn. PCP, I may just have Belle take me to urgent care this morning. I'm not sure. What does PCP mean in non-drug Like, is that short for something? You know, like, you know, BRB, be right back, you know. Oh, is that what it is? Primary care physician? Okay, why'd she just type that in? Oh, my popcorn and Dr. Walker. Oh, Dr. Walker is an actual doctor. Okay. No, you're fine. It did help us rule out a lot of other scarier things, so I'm glad we did it. It says, I should have had you do that yesterday. The ER is useless. And then he said, well, they ruled out stuff. I'm kind of wondering if maybe... Wait, does it go? It goes sideways. I think I went out of order here. Sorry. Do we have a blood pressure cuff? You should try that and see if your blood pressure is low. I feel more like, you know, the water. Did you take blood pressure? I don't know where one is. Okay, if you do end up wanting me to come home, I'll bring one. I have a bottle of magnesium in my second drawer down on the left. Thank you, Mickey Duff. Side of the sink. Take one of those. Have you eaten anything? I had my protein shake, and magnesium makes me weird. This is not hungry. It's like she's saying, I'm not hungry. Are you nauseous? No, I feel drugged. So she actually thinks she feels drugged there. Given our history, so this is sort of a weird, like, what is the history? Given our history, I know that must be triggering, but for the record, I didn't drug you. So did he drug her before, you know? I'm super worried, though. You really looked pale before I left, like in your lips. I was plugging your symptom into Google, and stroke matches some of what you're describing. Do you have weakness in your whole body or just one side? And is it both eyes or just one that feels blurry? I feel like my whole body and it's tingly and my eyes are struggling to focus. Are you still laying down? I got in my bed. Okay, good. My whole body feels heavy. Something's really wrong. I'm coming home with a blood pressure cuff. It's nothing. If nothing else, I can at least help the girls stay on track while you rest. Please come get the dogs. Sorry, Elsa, I want to shower, but I'm worried. Okay, I'll come help. I'm all done. I mean, just think about it like this. He already knows he's drugged her with cyanide, and this is the kind of conversation he's having. I'm all done and headed home. How are you feeling? Same. Bella make grilled cheese. Thanks, Bella. I'm all done here and headed home now. I read that so shitty. I would like another blessing tonight. See, I think they might be Mormons, you know, like Jack Mormons. You know, she mentions Ward and the blessings, and I would like another blessing tonight. I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with anything, but it's just one of the parts of the story. Okay, I'm sure we can find someone. And then up here it says, you don't have to miss work today. We don't have anywhere to be today, and the girls and I will be fine. I'm just starting to think I'm just sick, and this is part of it. I'm going to try my popcorn and Dr. Walker this morning, and we'll see what we can do. I'm not sure your popcorn will do much, but you're welcome to try it. Thank you for your permission, Scott. Let's see. I'm just having Belle take me to the urgent care this morning. And then later it says, I should have had you do that yesterday. The ER is useless. Sorry. No, you're fine. It did help us rule out a lot of other scarier things. So I'm glad we did it. I'm kind of wondering maybe I had a sinus infection and I didn't really even notice because I get so used to them, and it turned into an inner ear infection, and that's why it felt like it came all of a sudden. Well, let's hope. Jeez. So how are you feeling compared to yesterday now that you're up and moving around, not loving? Sam, jeez. I'm not sure what you were expecting. I don't think this is a sleep thing. I don't know either. I was hoping that maybe the worst of it's behind us and you were going to start feeling better over time, I guess. All right, now I think we're into new stuff here. Did the ER give you any paperwork yesterday? I think we read this too. Only the discharge papers on the island. I didn't have any of the blood work results or your MRI interpretations or the CT interpretation or even the glucose numbers. Since you are out and about, I really think you should go over there and see if you can get a copy of it. They were supposed to give us info, this is her. They were supposed to give us info on the patient portal so we could access it ourselves. I didn't get any of that. Sorry, the patient portal discussion must have been something that happened before I got back, kind of like between your MRI and being discharged. That's okay. I'll take care of it. I don't want to tell you, but I feel like you would be upset if I don't, but I may have passed out a little this morning while standing in the kitchen. I just remember holding on to the island because I was dizzy, and then Violet in my face saying, "Mommy, thank you for telling me, but that would have been a good moment to call 911. This guy's yeah, jeez. I just waited for a bell. It's weird. When you time you heard that, go, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Here's this what I can't stand is when people type in first, because they always type in the implying that you're an absolute idiot for what you had just said, and then they say and then they come in with this other comment, and I always have a reply back because they didn't understand what you get this on social media all the time. This guy's a pile of shit, though. I just waited for Belle. It's weird because my eyes seem to be focusing better now. Well, that's good, I guess. I woke up with a headache and let's see. Something about I woke up with a headache and spots in my eyes probably. Spots went away. Headache is still there. Sorry, baby. That sounds awful. Jeez. Your family is out of control, but hilarious. I'm aware of both of those things. BS only 97 today. All right, I think I'm not sure what BS is. Blood sugar 97. Okay. Wow, that's weird. A1C. Not doing urine tests here. They recommend I go back to the ER, but my A1C was normal yesterday, right? Isn't that what the ketones are? Never mind, she told me they don't have the capability to do the test, but my PCP, my primary care physician, should. I'm tired. How did your talk with Matt go? I need a new primary care physician. Thanks, Jessica Schubach. Jessica Schubach. You know what's weird? I always lump Jessica Schubach and Paulette Leonard in the same, like, they're just, I don't know what it is. You guys have been around for so long and your names are, I don't know what it is. It's always like Jessica Schubach and Paulette Leonard. I don't know why my mind does that with that, but. Let's see. It went fine. He says this sounds like diabetes to him. He said when your sugars are high, the lens in your eyes expand and makes it hard to focus. You can get mental confusion and become really tired and weak. And he said it would explain the audio disturbances you have had too. It's really disappointing that the ER let you go without at least giving you some insulin. He said that we need to find you a primary care physician and call them and say that you are a new diabetic and you need to be seen sooner than later. He was hoping somebody could get you in as early as today or tomorrow. My doctor can get me in Thursday or Friday, but not before that. I don't want to be a new diabetic. So I would really rather not say those words. Tell Matt to stick it. What should I do? She says later. Let's plan on Thursday or Friday. Hey, thank you, Adniram. Let's plan on Thursday or Friday then. I went ahead, then this is her. I mean, hopefully you can follow along and know that who's talking. I went ahead and scheduled it for 3 o'clock on Friday because that's when I would have a ride. Do you think I should change it to Thursday? My head is killing me, and I am so tired making these decisions. It's really hard, she said. Thank you, Linda Howe. As in Linda Moldenhow. I think you should do it on Thursday. I'm sorry your head hurts so bad. I can't drive. Nobody's here to take me. I can find you a ride. Why don't you go do it? What time could you get the appointment for? I'll call back and find a ride and someone to watch the kids. So she'll do it all. I may be able to help with that depending on what time. And then up here it says, actually, Dr. P is out Thursday, so maybe just stick to Friday. Too late. I changed it. On top of this, I'm pretty sure I have a sinus infection. Would you like me to call in a Z-Pack for you? Oh, that would be great. Sorry, I meant to say that. On it. Boy, he's really trying to help now. The PA at the urgent care called in a prescription for some kind of medication that's supposed to help with dizziness. I guess we could pick it up, but I wonder if it helps with dizziness caused by high blood pressure. I don't know how any of that works, she said. I love you. He said, I love you. It was so nice hanging out with you, just watching a show and snuggling on your hospital bed. I'm sorry that you still aren't feeling well and that you feel like I'm disappointed about that. I'm not disappointed at all. This is on the 7th, so maybe this is at her house. I'm not disappointed about that. I'm not disappointed at all. Just feeling empathy for how hard that must be for you. Hopefully, things can improve and get better. I am also so grateful that the last couple of days have allowed me to have more flexibility in my schedule. God really does know what he is doing. Shit. Are you feeling anything in particular for the dinner tonight or this week? I'm having a hard time feeling okay being sick, and even harder time knowing whether that's me or you. I could tell you were worried yesterday, but I guess I just think they sent us home and said nothing was wrong, and you think I should be fine. I realize I could be reliving the past. See, what's that mean right there? Reliving the past. You know? See, it almost feels like he drugged her once before. I realize I could be reliving the past. It's just hard. And frankly, all of this is really scary, and I don't feel like we've addressed that at all. But I don't even remember most of yesterday, so maybe we did address it. I'm a crazy person. I'm not feeling anything particular about food right now. Tony's sending dinner tonight. Oh, good. What's she sending, and when will it arrive? Panera at 6:30. I'm on my way. So this is March 8th now. Will you please let me know when you're up? I'm nervous about it. Just being you and the... Not sure what she's saying there. I'm nervous about it just being you and the littles tonight. I'm thinking about being up. Julia's coming for, let's see, something V later today. Oh, good. What about Nora? She wants to play online with her friends, drinking my drink and sitting on the couch with my ice pack and 2 anxious dogs. No blurred vision or dizziness or anything. Mostly just the headache. So I wonder if he was drugging her and, he put a small amount in there because cyanide kills quick. So he might have put like a tiny amount in there. And it wasn't quite enough, so it's like she's recovering a little bit. It's possible the headache will go away and I'll feel okay today, so yes. And my scientist says, I guess that's an improvement, he said. I guess that's an improvement over the last few days. It's possible the headache will go away and I'll feel okay today, so yes. And my sinuses are cleared out and draining. I can breathe again, but it's making everything taste gross. I'm sorry, but that also sounds like good news. It's okay, it'll go away. Just wanted to update you, and I'm hoping you don't worry today. What did you feed Amber this morning? Her frozen food. I guess they have like 6 kids or something. Okay, thanks. She's being noisy, and I think she wants her snack. And another thing, my nose hurts. Maybe next time I'm delirious and I have an IV wrap, you could remove it for me before I punch myself in the nose. I would really appreciate that. I'll make a mental note of that. How are you today? So, she says, so busy. I'm planning to come home and eat lunch with you, though. I am eating lunch? I'll need to gear up for that. I'm glad I get to see you. I'm glad too. I'll need to ask you what you are hungry for and bring it to you. I'm kind of feeling just a smoothie or something. I'm not feeling anything. Don't bring anything. I'll eat something here. How's your headache? Better, but it still hurts. I probably just need a shower and some sleep and some food. I hate your bird today. She won't be quiet. Shower and sleep and food sounds good. Let's see. I'm sorry about my family. I just wish I could get my watch to stop sending me notifications every time they text. It's so annoying that I can turn off the notifications for that chat in my phone, but my watch doesn't listen. It's tapping me and tapping me and tapping me all day long. I'm trying to work with patience. And she sent him something about how to turn that off. Thanks, I'll try that. She says, hey, maybe try this. I know it doesn't solve problems, but it'll shut it off for now. Thanks, I'll try that. And then on the 8th, she says, hi, baby, I love your face. How you doing? He said. See, he doesn't really care. Like, wouldn't normally, if a spouse said, hi, baby, love your face, you'd say something like, oh, thank you, you're beautiful, whatever. Instead, he's more concerned, a little bit like that idiot Michelle Carter. Remember when she tried to get the guy to kill himself? Over and over and over again in text messages. And even when he would say something like, man, I'm feeling good today, she tried to get him back on track. So he's like, hey, well, how you doing? He really wants to know. And his next question is about blood pressure. He doesn't give a shit about anything. Good, just waiting for Julia. I'm trying to share my vital stats with you so you can see something even if I'm asleep. But my head hurts and the blood pressure one is making it worse. The blood pressure one? I would need a separate blood pressure app, I think. I'm not really sure. Is Belle home yet? Just got here. You okay? And then she says, are you okay? Yep, just checking in on you. Checking in again. How are you doing? You're scary, he said. Sorry, baby, I fell asleep on the couch. Then I woke up. Now I'm hungry. I waited an entire minute, Ange. Thank you for checking on me. I love you. Then he said, I love you too. I like checking in on you. Even though I called ahead and they said they had what I needed, when I showed up today, they did not have it. I'm so frustrated. I'm headed back to my office to do some research and see if I can find another place in town that has glassware like this. That's him talking. I'm going to trust that you are just sleeping and not dead. Somewhere I just finished. It's up here. It says, "How you doing?" I'm not sure what he bought here. I just finished up with what I needed to do at work. Just left the office. I'm going to stop at King Supers on my way home and grab a couple of ingredients to make a dinner tonight. Love you. Okay, all done with groceries. I'm headed home to make you some dinner. He was hoping this was all going to be alibi stuff. But it turns out, how are you doing? And then it's like, I feel super tired, but left my phone on my lap, so I hope I feel it if you text. Okay, thank you. He was hoping she would be dead, like she wasn't going to respond to some of these. Yeah. Come on, guys. Here we go. We didn't make it all the way to here, did we, before? I've decided that me owning a water bottle just means that I get to come home in every morning and look at it on my desk. That is not the purpose of a water bottle. Are you nauseous? I'm reading up on low blood pressure. Not today, she said. I'm cold, super tired, weak, shaky, and dizzy. Super thirsty, he said. I'm not drinking stuff. I've been drinking stuff all morning, so who knows? Blurred vision? No. I'm having a hard time concentrating this morning. I'm sorry, I'm just sleepy. That's okay. You don't have to say sorry. How are you doing now? I had Nikki bring over a glucometer to borrow, and I'm at 179 right now. I'll check again soon. I'm feeling about like I did when you left. Okay, so high sugar? Yes. Did you leave the glucometer? Yes. Did you eat anything this morning? Baby? Angie, are you there? Hi, baby, I'm sleeping. Woo! You know what he's really thinking is, damn. I ate my protein fables or something and some crackers. I'm down to 140 but feeling pretty crappy. I'm sorry you're feeling so crappy. I hope they figure this out. How are you doing? Man, baby, you got to stop scaring me like this. I love you so much and I'm not used to all this excitement. I promise you cardio. I'm not sure what that means. I'm in room 212. This is March 9th. Viv just texted about dinner tomorrow, and my head is killing me. Can you please respond to them? On it. The nurse thought I needed more than Tylenol for my head, so the doctor gave me Tramadol. Okay, that's good. Where do you go? Did you ever... I'm not sure what that means. Where do you go? Did you ever cut Allison off? Yes. Just making sure. Did you ever say anything? Just making sure. Did you ever say anything about it? Nope. She never responded. Did you know that Violet's activity days is a Julia Olson house? I really hate it when they do that. Yes, but they texted it this week and it didn't cross my mind. My question for you, if you were measuring my vitals to see what's affecting them, what's not, and what's not, wouldn't giving me oxygen when my stats go down mess that up? It absolutely would. I'm telling you, I have lost almost all my faith in that hospital. And I'm going to ask the nurse that just came on shift if they are supposed to be checking my urine and blood glucose. Have you been able to ask this question yet? Are you okay? Yes, I fell asleep. She hasn't come back yet. I feel a lot less anxiety knowing that you're hooked up to a monitor, and if I can get a hold of you, It's not because you are dead. So there was a link in my IV line. There was probably a link in my IV line, and it's been beeping forever and nobody has come in. Are they monitoring this? Just a second. Blood sugar 134, blood pressure 78/55. That's crazy. The doctor down in the ER had no idea what she was talking about. They are going to be in here every 4 hours to monitor my blood pressure and my blood sugar. The blood sugar part I should have expected. The only thing this machine that I'm hooked up to is monitoring is my heart rate and my oxygen saturation. I'm glad they're watching it. I'm glad you're glad. I'm exhausted and sitting here feeling like crying because I know I'm not going to eat or not going to get any sleep. I'm so sorry. I hate that. Also, don't be too mad at their leaders. We have permission for Nora to pick up V and take her to the lobby to find me or the big girls. Let's see. I'm just not sure why everyone left the lobby with 2 little girls there alone. Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks. Thank you. You have maybe, let's see, you should maybe try and ask the girls a little more about it, like who they were playing with and where they were before they noticed they were alone. I'll definitely do that. You should maybe try and ask the girls a little more about it, like who they were playing with. Who cares? I mean, I'm just saying, I'll definitely do that. Bishop just stopped by apparently when Barb Harper finds something. Well, I guess what it is she's still paying attention to the well-being of the kids, where he seems to have checked out of basically everything. Bishop just stopped by apparently when Barb Harper finds something out. The entire ward knows it. Carrie Warnock is texting me. Amy Campbell is texting me. Julie Olson is texting me. Barb is texting me. You can imagine we have more support than we can handle right now. Anyway, so Bishop stopped by, and I'm wrapping up with Cleo and Bill, and we are both going to come by and spend some time with you tonight. We are driving separately so that I can stay a little longer than he wants to. I'm going to have to throw myself in prison here pretty soon, guys. You know how it goes. Every night. I probably did something to piss somebody off earlier. Drinking, just being on liquid sucks. Yeah. I tried eating a little bit of soup today, but... Oh, look at that. Esther threw me in prison. I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. We're way behind tonight. Maybe 40% of a normal night. So, there you go. If you'd like to help bail Gray out of prison and support the channel in the meantime, that would be awesome. Because this is going to be a lot of reading here. And every time we read, this is kind of how it is. So... Yeah, my nose is a little bit stuffy for some reason. I think it's allergies are maybe kicking in now because the sun's coming out and things are blooming a little bit. Grass is growing. Soap on a Rope from Lori Fisher. Well, I don't know if that gets me out of prison, but... And then Alley Cake put me in the hole at -5. Jesus. Yeah, that's a cold one there. Oh, did you really? Yeah. I mean, I was like every Mormon person I've met's a nice person, you know. The
Soap on a Rope. Religion
aspect of it and stuff is a little bit weird to me. But they've always seemed pretty nice. I haven't been part of the inner church or anything. Just friends
No
with
bail.
some.
Smiley face.
Thank you, Anthony Galvez.
I escaped that Mormon cult when I was 17.
Well, there you go. You got out. Anthony Galvez. So what are we at? We're -5. Scouting dudes doesn't seem to be bail, so now we're at 0 with Kathy Friedenmaker, and then Anthony Galvez put us over $5 or $10.
I don't.
Yeah, I know it.
So mean.
With you being it. Oh yeah, I'm not talking about you, Scouting dude. Oh, I know I get what you're saying. Yeah. At the time. Yep. Let's see. Well, you got a broken ankle, huh? Yeah, we're barely right now, just kind of so mean. Yeah, right now we just barely have the guard paid off at this point. We're going to need to get the hell out of here. Okay, that's building it up there. Hamilton, Blue Star, Robertson. And then we've got the Maxine Van Dyke. I always like to say that name too. And Esther's been here for a month. And Sleuthin Sandals. The cat.
So mean.
So mean. What do you guys think of this so far? And thanks, Lisa Holland. I'll put you in for the notebook order. Yeah, the ball and the stress ball.
Thumbs up.
All right.
Blue heart. Collision. Comet. Thumbs
Thanks,
up.
freaks, for getting me out the door. Not necessarily, going to live in lavishly in a hotel or anything, but
Get yourself some of that toilet wine.
the toilet wine. Oh, well, thanks, Bama Forever. Yeah, well, that'll help me get a nice meal in a hotel. Thank you. I was about ready to just sort of walk around with a little knapsack on my back, but so that definitely will help there. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Like you're reading this while she's dying with the dates and everything. Thank you very much, Bama
I
Forever.
can't have you in jail, Mr. Gray. I can only stay up so long. Hard.
Anyways, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Michelle H. All right, here we go. We got a whole bunch more reading to do. We're only on page 19 of 52, but I think some of the other pages go by quicker, but this stuff's pretty intensive here. All right, now we're on March 10th at 10:32 a.m. How about let me use the restroom and blow my nose and come back. Just a second. Flonase, see if that works. Oh, it's pouring over there? Jesus. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. Alright, so this is on March 10th here. Barb wants to bring dinner tonight. That's her. So remember, blue is Angela, and I'm not sure why I keep saying Scottie. His name is James. Jesus. James is the... I had the wrong name up on my screen over there. I was like, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, James is the husband, and Angela is the wife that he killed using cyanide. And here are these are text messages that are from the 6th, I believe, all the way up to maybe the 16th, the day she died. And it's pretty weird to see this, right? Barb wants to bring dinner. Kelly Hansen is already bringing dinner tonight, but if Barb would like to tomorrow night, that would be great. Can you text Barb? Done. How did your orthostatic vitals come back? Wow, standing is really a cardiovascular workout for you. I think you're in a zone there. You're in zone 3 there. I'm not sure why he's saying that. My head hurts so bad. I'm so sorry. Have they given you anything for it? I'm going to lay down for about an hour in case you were trying to reach me. I wonder if at that point he's seeing, you know, I don't know. I think he was having an affair too, I read. I just took tramadol. Is your headache any better? This is on the 10th at 1:13. Is your headache any better? We are headed to the orthodontist now. A tiny bit, but not really. I'm so sorry. Have any of the other test results come back yet? Also, have the doctors said if you are going home today or not? Everything was negative or normal. They just did an ultrasound on my heart. She said she could send me home or keep me and watch my blood pressure. Then she said, 1 second. Just tried to reach you, but went to voicemail. I hope this means you're getting some rest finally. I plan to bring the girls up a little bit after 5 o'clock. We probably won't stay super long with everybody there because Cleo has a hangout with a couple of her friends out at our house tonight at 6. Plus, it gets to be a little bit wild and crazy with everybody in there at the same time, and I know your headache probably doesn't appreciate that. God, he's so caring and loving, man. It's amazing. By the way, if you have any insight for me on what you would prefer in terms of visitation, let me know. It's really hard to read you, and I don't know if you like having us come up and visit, or if it just makes it hard because you have to take and think, and we are all noisy. I also don't really know if you like when I come up and what you would prefer. I want to do what you want. Man, what a weird text that is. Don't you think that's just crazy? I'm working on stretching right now in the hopes that my head will feel better. They just gave me a bunch of meds for my headache and my heartburn. I do like seeing the guys, but you're right. When my head hurts, it's hard to have a lot of people in here making a lot of noise. I love having you here. I just don't want to wear you out, trying to take care of everything at home and be here with me. I'm fine. It's really busy and crazy. It's fine. It's really busy and crazy, but that's always the case when you're not around. I want to be up with you 24/7. I love you and miss you, and I'm so worried. I wish you were healthy enough to come home tonight and snuggle me. But thank you for staying so that I can feel you're being cared for by professionals. And then she says, please bring deodorant. I love you. It's weird how she doesn't, but now it's almost, she's not saying she loves him back on these next ones. I love you, and then it's on March 10th in the evening at 7. I love you. I'm excited to have you home again. I'm kind of feeling a little bit like I'm drowning, but I'm doing my best. And she said, I'm sure you're doing great. So my blood pressure was 145/73. I can't win. Oh my gosh. I'm going to head over and hang out with you for about an hour or so if you're okay with that. Or I should say I'm going to hang out with you until I feel like I'm falling asleep, and then they will come back and do exactly that, but I want to see you again today. I love that idea. How are you feeling? Meh, the nausea's back, but my head doesn't hurt as much. We will take what we can get, right? If you haven't left yet, please don't forget to bring me a t-shirt. These long sleeves are making my vitals a little tough. I've already left, but I also remembered the t-shirt. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. I miss you so much, and it's nice to have some time. I love you. You're welcome. I wish I could stay longer. I love you, and I'm so glad you seem to be doing better. I hope you're able to at least get some water or crystal light down. I just woke up dreaming about making love to you, he said. I love you and I want you. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what she wants to hear at this point. Good morning. How are you feeling? Bring a couple... I mean, it's funny to me because she's not even listening to what he said. So this is on the 11th. Bring a couple pairs just in case, please. It feels like we went over this, or maybe I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, the first stage of finishing up this case is complete, and now I have to put in the curing unit for an hour. So I'm going to go home and grab the kids and come see you at the hospital for a little bit. I don't have to be back at the office in exactly an hour. It could be any time after that. How are you feeling? Any different? They gave me heartburn meds, and I think I slept for a little while. Yay! We're here. Have you been updating the big kids at all? Yes. Yes. Thank you. How did the scan turn out? Well, the head of emergency surgery just left. Gallbladder is slightly distended, but that happens when you don't eat. He said he doesn't think my issue is surgical, and he's going to look through my charts, talk to the doctor on the floor, and see what kind of plan they can come up with. I guess that's more good news, that there's not something definitely seriously wrong with you. I mean, that came out wrong. I guess what I mean is, I'm glad they don't see anything obvious surgically wrong. And then at 5 o'clock on the 11th, he says, how are you feeling? Nauseated. I'm so sorry. Have you been able to keep anything down? Mark and Renee are coming tomorrow. I haven't even tried. So that they can be here next week to help out with the kids and stuff, just in case you're still feeling really weak and crappy. That's nice of them. I didn't ask them. Mark just sort of said, we're coming, and then followed up with, if that works for you. Why would he just not say, yeah? That sounds like Mark. Violet and Cleo have matching tats. Did they hook you back up to the fluids? No. How was the afternoon? Busy, but good. Main level is clean, starting the laundry and feeding kids now. Can I bring you anything when I come tonight? I think I have everything. Thank you. That's not true. You don't have me. Jesus. That's not true. You don't have me. Although I guess when I come, I will probably bring me. They put me back on fluids. Do you really know why? No. Do you know why? No. Blood pressure? No. It's been fine. It's been fine. So weird. I'm sorry. More puffiness probably. Have you been peeing a lot? Yes. That's good, I guess. Been able to eat? I had a half a cracker. I'm waiting it out. 135 over 74. Jeez, that's actually high for you. I know. And then he sent a video of something. Cleo something video. Annabelle shared this with Cleo, and Cleo shared it with me. We all thought it was so hilarious that I wanted to share it with you too. I'm sure all three of you laughed hysterically. Okay, maybe when you come bring some very simple chicken noodle soup. I need to try something. I'm going to try some broth in a minute and see how I do. Okay, I can do that. Can't wait for another opportunity to put a little pinch of cyanide in there. And maybe some Vicks, she said. Gotcha. Any meth? God, that's funny, man. Any meth? I mean, wow. Then she says, I think I'm good. So this conversation just happened. Hey, Violet, do you want to go with me to visit Mom in the hospital? So he said to Violet, do you want to go with me to visit Mom in the hospital? Violet said, no, I'm good. Just tell her I'm thinking about her and I miss her and I love her and I'm praying for her. She's watching Harry Potter with Annabelle. Why tell her that? Just to make her feel bad, like her kid doesn't want to see her that day? I mean, what a stupid thing to say to somebody who's kind of feeling down. Hey, she doesn't want to come visit you. I don't blame her. I don't want to be here either. Do they have a microwave? Hey, thank you, Mama 457 Rose. Do they have a microwave or something there? I'm wondering if I should bring you like a simple cup of soup that you can... a simple cup of soup that you can microwave, or if I should bring like a box of chicken broth. What are you thinking? Well, maybe something that could be warmed up. They have a microwave. I'm almost done with my broth they brought me. We'll see how that goes. I'm finally headed up. Totally forgot the Vicks, but I plan to come back later tonight anyways. I can bring it then. I just got lots of nausea and heartburn meds. Maybe the broth will stay down. That's great timing. You should try to eat some more broth and maybe some Crystal Light or some water or something. When they discharge you, I would really like to see if they would consider leaving your IV in. I have IV Zofran, and I also have fluids at the office, so I could manage some of that at home if we were ever needed to. Plus, if we do end up having to go back to the hospital, it will be nice to not have to start another line. I hate my IVs. They kind of hurt, but we can see if that would make you feel better. Then on... so this is just recent. Let me see what the date is here. What day? What? Okay, that's the 12th. All right. I hate my IVs. They kind of hurt. We can see if that would make you feel better. Morning, baby. This is on the The 12th. I mean, it's crazy how recent. This is 9 days ago, this right here. Yes, I hear last night was a little crazy, she says to him. Yeah, it was. For about 2 hours. How are you doing this morning? I feel groggy and drugged. They have my butt alarm on. I can get up or they all come in. I can't get up or they just all come in. I didn't throw up. Yay for not throwing up. Someone was cold in church. I'm trying some cream of wheat this morning. Like, you can tell she's kind of in survival mode, really concerned about every element of how she's feeling. He doesn't seem to get it because he doesn't need to get it because he's the one that drugged her. Okay, let's do this. I'm trying some cream of wheat this morning. Okay, let's do this. So far, so good. I finished up with sacrament meeting at the bishop, and the bishop said that I can bring the sacrament to you, so I'm going to do that. Dave Chapman is going to lead elders quorum for me, and Annabelle drove separately, so she's going to bring the girls to the hospital to visit after church is over. But my mind just isn't really in church right now. I need to be with you. Last night was pretty scary. I'm going home to get some bread. I'm coming to see you. I feel like I have totally worn out the stretch of road during this week. It just occurred to me that I have not brought you any flowers while you've been in the hospital. It's not shocking. I'm so sorry. I don't know how that skipped my notice. I think it's because I keep expecting them to let you go at any moment. If I had known you were going to be here this long, I probably would have done a better job with that, with the flowers. It's okay. I don't need flowers. Clean underwear, blue and gray pajama pants, pink shaver, pink or teal t-shirt, Pilates socks, plastic bag for dirty clothes. Were you wanting me to go home and gather these things and bring them back? Or is it okay to bring them the next time I come down? I like them as soon as possible. I feel kind of gross. Okay, I'll drop the kids off at home and grab that stuff and bring them right back. Where would I find the blue and gray pajama pants and the pink or teal shirt? Didn't we read that last night? Or I might have sat there and read a lot of this, and maybe it's just in my head. The girls know what I mean, in case you don't. Pajama pants on the shelf in my closet, t-shirt hanging up. My duffel should be in there too. Also travel size soap. Noted. Blood pressure is 114/81. I have a low-grade fever. Man, your blood pressure is all over the board, but that's actually kind of normal there. 145/45, followed by 114/81. Somebody needs to tell your brain to get it together. I've been saying that forever. Okay, I'm adding to the list. Clean underwear, blue and gray pajama pants, pink shaver, pink or teal t-shirt, Pilates socks, plastic bag for dirty clothes, body soap, conditioner, my hair towel. My pulse ox doesn't want to work. Maybe you don't have any pulse. Maybe I'm a vampire, she said. They keep taking all of my blood. Okay, I'm trying a sandwich. Wish me luck. Coming up, he says, coming up, me that is. Hopefully not the sandwich. Thank you, baby. I hope the EEG is going okay, and I hope you are able to get cleaned up in the other ways that you hope you are able to get cleaned up in the other ways. Other ways you wanted to, besides just your hair. Jesus. I'm going to lay down for a while. Not sure how long. I would think somewhere between an hour and a half and a week should do a trick. I'm going to lay down for an hour and a half and a week. I hope the EEG is going okay. This is, and I hope you were able to get cleaned up in the other ways that you wanted to besides just your hair. Oh, I think they duplicated this. My brain is normal, so there. I hope you are getting some sleep. I'm awake now. This is still on Sunday at 4:54. I'm awake now. I bet he wasn't sleeping a bit. So now what? We went to consult with my doctor, and I get to watch Big Bang Theory. What are you doing? Not much. I just woke up from my nap, and I think dinner is going to be here at about 10 minutes. They said between 5:15 and 5:30. Do you think they will let you come home tonight, or do you think you have to stay one more night? Nobody has said, and I haven't seen my doctor yet, but I ate my sandwich. Well, look at that. Nauseous? A little, but not vomit-worthy. That's a huge improvement. She says, I miss you. I miss you so much, he said. When are you coming back? She said. I thought around 6:30. Is that okay? I was going to wait for Belle to get home from temple prep to see who wants to come with me and who doesn't. She says, okay. Are they going to let you come home tonight? No. Why not? Because of last night. Geez, Annabelle still isn't home yet. I think I will just do bedtime and come right back. I don't think I'll wait for Mark. I miss you and want you home. I think Nora, this is still Sunday at 8 o'clock at night. I think Nora was a little bugged that she wanted to see you and talk to you more, but she felt like Barb monopolized her time. Who cares about that petty shit? Mark is stuck in traffic up by the tunnel. He thinks there's a wreck, so he might be kind of late. I don't know if he will even try to come into the hospital tonight. He might just wait till the morning. Okay. And then she says, sorry, I'm hurting. I'm so sorry. I think when I come back, I'm going to bring your laptop so that you can watch something without commercials. Okay, so quick update. Mark is not going to come tonight. They won't get here until probably close to 11 o'clock. I have the bedtime routine all done with the kids, and I'm headed back to the hospital. So hang out with you until I'm tired and need to go to bed. I miss you, and I'm glad I get to have a little extra time with you tonight. I hope you're feeling better. I'm having a popsicle. Sounds exciting. I don't feel good, she said. I'm sorry you're not feeling good, even though I'm the one that gave you the drug. I just got here and I'm headed up. Hopefully you're feeling better, or I can do something to take your mind off of it. Good night, baby. I love you. I also finished that song for you. I meant to give you my AirPods and have you listen to it tonight. But when I go to your room and I totally forgot about it, maybe tomorrow. Mark and Renee are still at Idaho Springs, so they probably won't be here until close to midnight. I kind of gave them some preliminary instructions about the Nora and Violet will need in the morning, but I'm sure you might hear from them. Julia Olson also said she might take the girls for a play date at her house tomorrow because I think Leah is on spring break this whole week. Anyway, I hope you sleep well and start to feel better. If I can't, we can make me again tonight. I don't know what that means. I just miss you and I want to be close to you. I love you so much. I'll talk to you soon, I hope. I mean, he texts way more than almost any guy I've ever seen. And he's just doing it to just sort of add to his overall alibi type. Like, look at me, I was so caring. I wonder I'd love to see how they texted about a year, 3 months prior. I bet he was the one typing in shorter comments. I disarmed the alarm. I woke up thinking about you again. I just love you so much. Are you sleeping? On and off. This is 6:15 on the 13th. Morning, baby. How was the night? Any crazy episodes? Then at 8:35. How are you doing? The tired is kicking in. I'm sure it is. My head hurts really bad, and I'm not allowed to sleep without oxygen. Oh, wow, that's new. Nausea? I'm okay, I think. I ordered cream of wheat. How's your blood pressure and heart rate? BP was lower this morning, but I don't remember my heart rate. 106 maybe? I feel super tired. I'll bet. Have you been able to sleep much? Cardiologist thinks I'm a puzzle. I'm shocked. Literally said exactly what Dr. Pham said. Well, you're a puzzle. I know, so what's next? He said he's going to check on me tomorrow, but also said Dr. King is supposed to come in by now. I'm hungry. Besides being hungry, how are you feeling? Tired, like I want a real shower. Will they let you have one? It's hard with my IV. I ordered orange sherbet. Bragger. I would like to go home, I'm sure. Are they saying another night? Are they saying another night? They're not saying anything. I haven't seen my doctor. Are you still super sleepy? Checking in on the symptoms. I pretty much slept all day. Wow. So not tired anymore? I think I mostly feel lazy. I just want to go outside and walk around. How's your heart rate? Same, but SpO2 was low while I was just sitting here. My nurse says I'm not lazy, but I should probably try to move around more. Headache's gone though, so that's nice. Heart rate still high? I'm so glad the headache's gone. Yes, but it seems to be my normal night. Well, it seems to be my normal right now. It's like to hang somewhere around 114. I mean, that's pretty quick. Jeez. Talking to Carrie. No problem. I'm on my way home to wrap presents. My legs are super hairy. I might have to shave twice. This is the 13th at 5 o'clock. Do you want me to bring the chainsaw? Jeez. Do you want me to bring anything to the hospital for you? No, I think I'm good. I may walk one of the girls through packing a bag for me so I have something to put on when I leave here tomorrow, but it can wait. I think you guys are probably already gone to dinner. Happy birthday, Belle. Sorry you aren't here. How are you feeling? Still sleepy, but good. I miss you guys. We miss you too. We gotta have a second birthday night with you soon. Can you stop at Panda Express on your way to me and get me a giant container of chicken lo mein? Wow. Yes. You sure you don't want something from Texas Roadhouse? How about just let her eat the hell what she wanted right there? It would be too cold, I think. Okay, gotcha. Do you want anything to drink? No thanks, water's fine. I love you and I'm excited to bring you home tomorrow. I wish I was going home now. I so wish that. I'll come back and see you tonight. Thank you. Nora says she doesn't like the karate because of the teachers. Annabelle got heart attacked. I'm headed up with my laptop. I'm not sure what that means. My laptop and an episode of New Girl in hand if you care to watch it. Baby, I love you so much. I wish I had the kind of schedule that I could just stay up here 24/7 and be with you. I know it's lonely. Could just stay up here. Know it's lonely and boring and maybe sometimes scary, and I just want to be there to support you, though. All of it. Through all of it. I'm going to look at my schedule tomorrow and hopefully rearrange some patients so that I can be here as much as possible. Good night, my love. And just as the song says, I hope you know that you're enough for me. Indeed, more than enough. What a clown. Hey, thank you, Tanya Stewart.
Chewbacca?
Thank you for the energy.
I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Thank you for, and this is her, thank you for spending so much time here as you do. It hasn't been fun and I want to go home, but it really hasn't been that bad either. I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. When you get home, can you please put out the crock pot and the crock pot liners for Barb to come pick up tomorrow? She wants to make you guys taco soup, but wanted to do it in our crock pot, so we didn't have to try to return it to her. Absolutely, I'm on it, man. Also, there's a funny spot in the doorbell cam. You might want to wipe that off. Okay, I'm on that too. Maybe the funny spot is me. Do I look funny in it? You gotta admit, he's a freaking hilarious. Yeah. I forwarded the heart attack video to Belle. I guess that's a video. It's from above there. There you go. Yeah, I guess it's a video up there. It says it right there. I forwarded the heart attack video to Belle. I can't wait to see you at home in my bed tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be other places, the houses too. No way, dude. She says that to her. No way, dude. I've had enough bed rest. Time for bed exercise. Uh-huh. How about let's make sure I don't feel like vomiting first. I fell asleep. Good night, baby. I love you. What are your O2 stats? Not on oxygen? This is Tuesday, so we are now on the 14th. What are your O2 stats? Not oxygen. And what's your heart rate? 96, 110. Not bad. Any idea if they're going to get you out of here for sure? No idea. Jeez, this morning is nuts. How's yours? Any news yet? Lots of people coming in and out. When the nurse comes in next, I'll ask about the doctor and discharge. Oh, okay, great. Were you able to hold down your breakfast? I've been trying to sleep, so I haven't had breakfast. Makes sense. Keep sleeping. You need it. I drink protein drink. Good. I'm headed over to visit you now. Do you want me to bring you a Chick-fil-A? No, my stomach is still a little meh. I ordered a sandwich. That drink you gave me tastes weird. Good to know. I won't drink one. It wasn't bad necessarily. It just had kind of a very faint, subtle, chalky aftertaste. I don't know, isn't that what it tastes like when you put drugs in somebody, but you're trying to make it sound like she drugged you, kind of? Like a little yuck. They said, yeah, the clindamycin, a code is putting it together now. Or an ODE is putting it together now. And then he says a COS, whatever that means. I don't know. I'm sorry for my nose being a little bit plugged today. I don't know what's going on. It's okay. I'm sure I'll be fine. The meds will help. Thank you for taking care of me. Of course. Don't forget to still have caffeinated Crystal Light if you want it. Or if you want some fresh with ice, I can make some and bring it to you too. Yeah, no doubt. Thanks, Scout Dude. This guy had to have taken a class to be such a dickhead.
This guy
there
had
goes
to
my
have
stomach.
taken a class to be such a hashhead.
It's okay. I'm sure I'll be fine. The meds will help. Thank you for taking care of me. Jeez. Of course. Don't forget you still have caffeinated Crystal Light if you want it. Or if you want some fresh with ice, I can make some and bring it to you too. So this is good. I have a sandwich coming, so that will be perfect. My mouth tastes like medicine. Doc just signed off and is getting my paperwork together. If she gets done soon, I'll have Belle get me. If not, can you come at 3 or should I call Renee? I should be able to do it. It's around 3 or if it's around 3 or later. I have a sandwich coming, so that'll be good. My mouth. Doc's just signed off and is getting my paperwork together for her to go home. Thanks, Mel's Diner. So this is on the 14th. The doctor is signing off and letting her go home. I should be able to do it if it's around 3. It's okay if you can't. There are plenty of people who can come get me. I just like you the best. Thanks. I like you too. Belle said Mark and Renee are on their way to visit, so I bet I'll just ride home with them. My doctor wants me to do the HST. Do you have one you can bring home? Although I'm kind of thinking maybe I should do it after I've done it with antibiotics. Not sure what that means. I do have... Any nurses know what HST is? I do have one, of course. Are they letting you out soon? I hope so. I have my oxygen tank. Like an old lady? You married an old lady. On my way home. Oh, yay. I'm home, but feel exhausted and dizzy. The hospital just called, and I left my pillow and my phone charger. Could you get those on your way home? Meds? What do you mean? I sent that yesterday. I'm not sure what this... So this is Wednesday now, the 15th. Oh, wait, let's see. Can you... on my way home. Oh, yeah. I'm home, but I feel exhausted and dizzy. The hospital just called, and I left my pillow and my phone charger. Could you get those on your way home? And then 5:52, she says, meds? What do you mean? Then she said, I sent that yesterday. Bear up their burdens with ease. Looks a website. Thank you. This is the 15th. I love that you share things like that with me. I finished that talk. So you feel like the load you're carrying right now is needed for you to get unstuck spiritually. Because I never really thought you were spiritually stuck. I just noticed you keep reading my messages but not responding. And I have some time between patients right now, and I thought I'd try calling instead of that was easier. I left my phone on accidentally. Sorry, I was actually asleep. Oh, okay, I wondered. Tired? We can really dizzy, probably weak and really dizzy this morning. I am having trouble staying upright. Is Rich still coming to tune the piano? No, he got sick and just called and left me a voicemail and told me he wouldn't make it today and he would call to reschedule some other time. That's probably best. We have enough going on. Agreed. I'm excited for the girls to get to go to the zoo. Did they leave already? Yep. You feeling any better? No response. Maybe you're getting some much needed rest. I love you and I hope you feel better. This is 11:24 a.m. on the 15th. I'm here but waiting in line like I'm checking in to visit a prisoner or something. Security is taking people back one at a time. How are you feeling? Wow, I wonder if that has something to do with him. Let's see what it says. On March 16th, 2013, Detective Harris was sworn in by Arapahoe County Honorable Magistrate Heidi Kuchar for multiple warrants. Detective Harris receives a signed warrant for James' blue iPhone 14. Warrants permitted a search and down. I think that's repeated on all of these. On March 17th, 2023, due to the forensic detective being off work, an initial history search of the devices conducted. Detective Harris plugged the hard drive into a TV to look at the history of dental room number 9. Detective Harris opened the Google, let me make this smaller, Google Chrome page and saw the above depiction just below the X area of the web page. That was it for the, they quit, I mean that was the last one. That's Wednesday the 15th. I think she just kind of went downhill after this. Detective Harris opened the Google Chrome page and saw the above depiction just below the X area of the web page. That you would click to exit the page was a J. When the J was selected, it provided a possible additional email account of James. The known email on his phone was Dinosaur Jim something. Detective Harris then clicked on the 3 small dots to the right of the J and clicked on History. The history of the email account began on February 27, 2023. So remember, she got sick originally on the 6th. So this is a week prior to that. This appeared to indicate that the email address was created on that date. Beginning on February 27, 2023, we observed that the user had conducted searches related to poison. Those searches included how many grams of pure arsenic will kill a human, and is arsenic detectable in autopsy. The first screenshot is February 27th, provided the following history. So it says Amazon order. Not sure what that was. James had searched chemical suppliers in Aurora, Colorado, and also had made a purchase via Amazon. We clicked on Amazon order and found the following. Let's see what we got here. Thank you for shopping. So the order was ordered. Let's see what it says over here. Doesn't really say what item it was. But he had something shipped on March 3rd. Oh, there it is. Arsenic metal, 99.99%. That's March 4th. Crystalline. And his name is Jim. Craig is the account holder. That's crazy. Jesus. Let's see. The Amazon order number in the email 1110229341078630 was then clicked on, and the Amazon account pulled up an order. The item was ordered on February 27, 2023, and delivered to 6795 South Robertsdale Way in Aurora, Colorado, and left in the mailbox. The item ordered was arsenic metal, 99.999%, crystalline metalloid, 10 grams for element collection. It costs $13. In the description of the item James purchased, the information stated that arsenic is often believed to be used for murder, as it has been in many crime novels. The second portion of the information description stated that the real danger is in swallowing it, which would very well prove fatal. The next screenshot shows the following history from 3:32 p.m. to 3:35 p.m. The next screenshot shows the search history from 3:28 to 3:32. It's all Amazon and Google searching. The next screenshot shows the history from 3:22 p.m. to 3:28. Let me see if there's anything on here. How to purchase arsenic metal. Arsenic, the 6 strangest places on Earth. Okay. Is arsenic disulfide poisonous? How to purchase arsenic. Where to purchase pure arsenic, Denver, Colorado. James searched arsenic on the Alpha Chemistry website that provided many variations of arsenic. The next screenshot from 3:20 to 3:22 p.m. provided the following. Again, sorry for my stuffy nose. It does feel like allergies are coming. Let's see. Amazon. There are arsenic. How many grams of pure arsenic will kill a human? The particular search had a Google search of how many grams of pure arsenic will kill a human. So is that what he ended up killing her? Because the thing is about cyanide is that kills you almost immediately. She seemed to be hanging in there. When that link is clicked, there is information on what could be an exposure or lethal dose. The next screenshot from 3:15 p.m. to 3:20 p.m. provided the following. Let's see. Speed, what can you use arsenic for? Chemical suppliers. Is arsenic a metal? Yeah. The bottom of the screen shows a search of is arsenic detectable in autopsy from the Carlson Company. When the website is checked for the Carlson Company, the following can be found. Is arsenic detectable in autopsy? And here's what it says. It says, poisoning is a common cause of death. Many people die accidentally from poisoning, even though poison is not the common choice of weapon for homicide. It is not unheard of. According to a statistic, poisoning only accounts to a handful of deaths. All you need to know about arsenic poisoning. Arsenic is sadly, arsenic is a readily available poison that does not have any taste. This makes it easy to be ingested into food and beverages without the victim knowing. When arsenic is ingested, arsenic moves into the blood very quickly. It can be traced in hair, nails, skin, since it is through blood. In some time, it traces the poison also gets settled into the bones. Metallic taste, headaches, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, and loose motions. That's all, most of that stuff she's had. The symptoms of arsenic poisoning are not vague and can be seen regularly. Some common signs of arsenic poisoning are a metallic taste in the mouth, headaches, muscle cramps, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Didn't that say the same thing up here? While these are only signs of small doses of ingestion, larger doses can even lead to convulsions. This can make the victim go into shock. Even though arsenic is detectable in autopsies, it takes a sense of direction to be able to do that. Unless there is a possibility or suspicion of a specific poison, the chances of discovering are almost none. Due to the symptoms, most of such cases are signed off as renal failure. Yes, everybody hit that like button. I gotta go blow my nose now. Yeah, probably, Timothy. Alright, the next screenshot from 3:11 to 3:16 p.m. provides the following. Let's just see what they're... The search history provided YouTube searches for top 5 undetectable poisons that show no signs of foul play. How to make poison. And the top 10 deadliest plants. Jesus. This guy's it. The top 5 undetectable poisons show no signs of foul play is a video by It's All Viral. The video provided the top 5 undetectable... Why are they even allowed a video like that on YouTube? How stupid. Polonium, an ex-Russian's... You do a video on anything political that they don't agree with, it gets removed. But you put a video out on how to kill somebody. It's ridiculous. Hey, Danielle, I should send you one of those new knit stockings. Then you can take a picture with that one. I mean, the hats, I mean. Stocking, beanies, I guess is what I was looking for. Stocking caps. You can be the model. He told the other doctor it was surprising to Angela when told him he knew it was... Who are you talking about, Tandy? I mean, you need to type in a better sentence because that's just sort of... He told other doctors it was surprising. Surprise ring. Oh yeah, we said that earlier, remember? He told the other doctor it was... He told his friend, Ryan. It was his friend, Ryan. Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you're saying, Tandy, right?
I'd love to.
The friend Ryan was at the hospital and said... no, it wasn't at the hospital, but... James didn't know that people were aware of what was in that box. And so when he told Ryan, oh, it was a ring, then he said... Hey, Ryan told him, hey, I know it was cyanide. I think that's when everything went to hell for him. Thank God, right? Yeah, and then we read all that at the beginning of the show. He tried to get all of his people to not, at his dental office, to not communicate with police. Alright, so the answers were polonium, mercury, cyanide, botulinum toxin, arsenic. So he had arsenic and cyanide are two things that he bought on that list. The following screenshots from 3:02, it's weird how they go back in time, to 3:12 p.m. provided the following. Oh, okay. Sorry, I misread what you said, Tandy. Don't worry about it. I thought you said something totally different. You know what? Just reading the synopsis below is easiest. In this portion of the search, there is information. Whoa, Jesus. There is information regarding olindrin and how to make poison from olinder. Olinder, I guess. Yeah, yes he will. James had searched via Google by Olinder and thought Nerdfighteria Wiki 6 deadly undetectable poisons and how to detect them. When you click on the by Olinder, you get a Google search for the plant. The Nerdfighteria Wiki described multi-poisons in the text had a video of the perfect poison. The site provides the following information. Within the text of the information, the following is provided about arsenic cyanide. The article is somewhat lengthy, but has information on some of the symptoms of cyanide. The symptoms are weakness, nausea, difficulty breathing, seizures, or cardiac arrest. The video explained that cyanide is very hard to detect and that it's often too late by the time the doctors can diagnose what happened. This concluded. Is there a cure for cyanide, though? Like if they get it quick enough? I don't know. Oh, I don't care, Rebecca. You go stand around and pronounce that over and over again. This concluded the search history on this date and anything related to poisons. When we clicked on the Amazon order, we could view the emails from Jim and Waffles. Once we took a closer look at this account, we found additional purposes of the poison. Hey, that's great. I was just saying, there's somebody in here named this account. Yeah. The account's first contacts were on February 27, 2023, and it appeared the account had just been created. The account had the following contacts. Let's see. The email ended on March 16, 2023, probably because he was arrested, and started on February 27th. The emails also have a J in the top right portion, and when clicked, it shows that it belongs to Jim Craig. The emails had multiple orders within the contents, as well as communications with a person. Within the contents of the emails, there is an order on March 9th, 2023 from Midland Scientific. The item purchased was a Sigma 2007-810-25G. After the item was purchased, Midland Scientific employee Cassie Rodriguez contacted James about some follow-up needs for the product. In researching what Sigma was, we discovered that it was the technical term for potassium cyanide. The following email strand between James and employee Cassie Rodriguez took place. All right, let's see what they're saying. Let's see. Also, your product's screening team would like usage statement for what you'll be using the item for. So they're not just going to give it to anybody. Well, I guess they would, but you have to give them a good reason. Please provide that as soon as possible. You can provide it with your response or with the attached form. Hey, thanks, Eugenie. And also, thank you, Eugenie, for, I know that you're almost every night you're sending a super chat of some kind in, and, I really appreciate it. I know it's like, over time it adds up. So I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who does that, but Eugenie's been around a long time. And, it seems like whenever it's slow or something, boom, she's sending $5 or something, and it's like, oh, it feels good, Also, so they're emailing back and forth here. And then, hi James, we do not have this in stock, but our supplier does and can ship it overnight for delivery tomorrow. Will that work? And then he said, let's see, hold on. Cassie informed James that they did not have the items in stock. Yeah. Hopefully this is in stock and I can come pick it up tomorrow, March 9th. It appeared that, based on the order, James needed this product right away. So here's the weird part is, remember she was in the hospital on the 6th, and he was bringing her soup. So I think my theory that I wrote in the community section might be true. Because look at, he's getting this on the 9th. She was sick. She was in the hospital from the 9th until the 15th. Did he give her more when he was in the hospital, sneaking it into some of those dishes he was bringing, some soups or whatever? Or did he give it to her when she got back home somehow? But we don't have any. It almost seems like the texting stopped when he got home. I mean, he wasn't even home yet. It was her first. I think he finished her off with this. The email then provided PDF from the company of the restricted item usage statement form. The form provided the details needed to be filled out by James for his purchase of the specific product of Sigma. By the way, have you guys heard about that, what is it, a fungus that's going around? I mean, there's a show called The Last of Us, which is about people being taken over by fungus. And then all of a sudden there's this fungus that's deadly. You know, it's like, God, can we just get over this shit? It's crazy. At no time is James using his professional email. Let's see. James responded by stating he was a surgeon performing a craniofacial reconstruction. James said he is using this chemical to check and see if it will help with the layering of alternative metals. He stated that if successful, this will be published as a paper to the National Institute of Health. He stated his license number, blah, 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 blah. What a joke. Jesus. Casey then responded stating the delivery was expected for tomorrow, and the email is on March 9th. Let's see. Hey, we might be able to get through this. I mean, I'm going to get through this before I end. All right. You've been the best. Thank you, Jim said. You're welcome. I was just informed by our product screening department that they would prefer the usage statement on the attached form, if you don't mind, filling that out and returning to me at your earliest convenience. I would really appreciate it. She was helpful, and then she tells him that there is a preferred form. Yeah. And then he said, I was following up with our supplier on this again, and unfortunately was told since you are a new end user in their system, it will take another day for them to get it set up and review. So it will not be so we'll not be able to ship it out tomorrow. I sincerely apologize for this inconvenience. Please let me know how you would like to proceed. I figured out how to do this form. I figured out how to do this from the hospital. Thank you. Then he said, "Oh man, that's so inconvenient. Well, ship it out anyway. The course is Friday and Saturday, so I'll shuffle some things around." Right. And here he says, here's his usage statement. Used to electroplate over medical prosthetics while da-da-da. We just read that a minute ago. And he says, oh man. And then she says, yes, I'm so sorry. It's been set for next day air. I will reach out and tell them to do Saturday delivery. See, I think he was waiting. He didn't want anybody else to see that he was getting that. So that's why he said, hey, when you get the package, don't open it to somebody else. Hello, good morning. Do you have tracking information for the shipment? So sorry for the delay in my response. I've had to get with management to contact your supplier and escalate this. I do finally see the order on their website, and tracking should be available in a couple of hours. I will keep checking on this for you. Dr. Craig, per our supplier, we were able to set up a shipment for overnight for delivery Saturday, March 11th for this order. At this time, the order is in the delivery process, but tracking has not yet been made available. It says something about the earliest we would be able to provide you with the tracking number would be Monday the 13th. I do apologize for the delay. I truly hope this makes it to you in time. Oh man, he's going to be pissed off here. Any tracking info yet? This is March 10th. I think we are both sending emails to each other at the same time. Thank you for following up on this. So they know it has been shipped, but they don't have the tracking info yet. Is that about right? Yeah, and they won't have the tracking info until Monday. Well, what's weird is if he doesn't get this till the 13th, she was having symptoms that match the cyanide from the 6th on. It's almost like the rat poisoning had the same symptoms or something. Wow, it's 7:30 at night, and I have been waiting at my office all day for this shipment. This is on the 11th. Looks like it didn't come. See, he's waiting. He doesn't want anybody else to see this. Please send me the tracking information when you get it. And she says, I'm so sorry it didn't get to you in time. It looks like it did ship out and was expected for Saturday delivery, but must have been in transit delays. I sincerely apologize and hope you will think of us in the future. It's not your fault. I'm just feeling frustrated and needed somebody to vent to. Looks like it's out for delivery this morning, so hopefully we will see the package soon. Thanks for your help. Yep, I hope... let's see. I can't read what that says there. Let's see what it says over here. The conversation concluded with Cassie telling James he was welcome. Your affiant looked up the Sigma product on Midland Scientific website and found the following. So there you go. Caitlin stated she had seen a container with a label of potassium cyanide on it. It's only $54. Jesus. James had told her not to open the box, but had gotten to it first, and the box was opened with the potassium cyanide inside. James had alleged to Cassie via email that this was for work, but told his employee it was a personal purchase. Let's see. So it got delivered on 3/13. What page is this? 46? Now I want to look at something up here. '13th was the Sunday, right? A second. Yeah, Monday. Let's see what he was talking about on the 13th. Sunday. Monday. And so what time? Okay, this is page 22. That was 46, right? (9:47 a.m.) Monday. That's the 13th. 8:35. Let's see what he was saying right after this. I'll bet I have been able to sleep much. I'm shocked. I know. So what's next? Bragger. Okay. We're still on Monday here. Wow. So not tired anymore. How's your heart rate? Heart rate's still high. I'm glad the headache's gone. Jeez. Hey, thank you, Simple Life Days. Appreciate it. Do you want me to bring you a chainsaw for the legs? How are you feeling? We miss you. This is an evening. You want anything to drink? No thanks, water's fine. So he's already got the cyanide at this time. I love you and I'm excited to bring you home tomorrow. I wish I was going home now. I so wish that. I just want to see what he's typing in here. Could just stay up here for 24. Okay, now this is Tuesday here. Vomiting. So he might have just waited till she came home for a couple days. There was another purchase made by James on March 6, 2023 to Adu Bioscience. The purchase was for 3 Olendrin 1 milligram items for $330. The invoice date was March 10th. On the form, the usage stated the following. Products are for the research only, not for human use. We do not sell the sell to patients. Where was that? Was that one of these? I'm trying to find that list that we had. That doesn't look like one of those. James never received this item because MCHU investigator Josephek was... Oh, so look at one of their investigators was able to contact FedEx and inform them of the situation. FedEx stated their interdiction team would stop the delivery of the package and hold it for investigators. The other emails were from somebody. The emails were intimate in nature and contained sexually explicit conversation. There were also travel plans within those emails to this person. Let's just say Gertrude. The other emails were with a Gertrude. The emails were intimate in nature and contained sexually explicit conversations. There were also travel plans with those emails to Gertrude. The first travel dates were March 8th. So listen to this. They were March 8th. These are to this lady he's seeing. The travel plans were sent to her on March 8th. She's already in the hospital. Right? So it was 8th through the 10th, which showed that she traveled from Austin, Texas to Denver, Colorado. Angela was in the hospital during March 9th through the 14th. The email account appeared to have been created on February 27th, along with the searches, plans to poison someone, and to convene in Karen. It appeared that James had this woman, Gertrude, let's say, visit him while his wife was in the hospital sick. Remember those, oh, I got to take a nap for an hour or two. The second flight itinerary was from March 16th to the 20th. The flight was purchased on March 4th, 2023, which was the same date that the arsenic was delivered to James' house. Jesus. A follow-up email from Karen on March 16, 2023, is that her name? Suggested that James had told her something had happened to Angela. Karen sent James an email, so her name is Karen. I'll be catching the replay, but wanted to drop in and interrupt the flow of the show to say, I let you all know, hit the thumb. That's like a rhyme. I'm catching the replay, but wanted to drop the internet flow of the show to say, you should have said to say hello after that. Anyways, thank you so much, Tosh. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen the other Tosh. Remember the Faragamo? Something Tosh Faragamo? She left, I guess. Thanks, Lisa. You gotta admit, this is crazy right here. Oh, you tried. I'll be catching the replay, but wanted to drop in and interrupt the flow of the show to say hello, to let you know. Hit the thumbs up, freaks. Yeah, there you go. That's so incredible. A follow-up email from Karen on March 16th, 2023. So this is Karen here. My name's not Karen. It's not Darren or Karen or Larry and Baron. Not a lot of names rhyme with Karen. Name isn't Karen. Darren. Karen. The guy is a monster. Yeah, he is a monster.
I'll be catching the replay, but wanted to drop in and interrupt the flow of the show to say I let you all know. Smiley face.
It almost rhymed
Thumbs
up there.
Freaks. Thumbs up.
The second flight itinerary was for March 16th So this is Karen. Let me read this part up here again, now that we know it's Karen. All right. The other emails were with Karen. The emails were intimate in nature and contained sexual explicit conversation. There were also travel plans with those emails to Karen. The first travel dates were March 8th to the 10th, which showed Karen traveling from Austin, Texas to Denver, Colorado. Angela was in the hospital during March 9th to the 14th. The email account appeared to have been created on February 27th, 2023, along with the searches, plans to poison someone, and to convene with Karen. It appeared that James had Karen visit him while his wife was in the hospital sick. The second flight itinerary was for March 16th, right after she died, by the way. This flight purchased on March 4th, 2023. So he knew he had to get her dead by that date. That's why he was trying to really hustle to get that cyanide over, because he needed to get her dead because the tickets were already bought for the 16th. By God, she better be dead, which was the same date that the arsenic was delivered to James's house. So he ordered that on the 4th, the flight's on the 16th to the 20th. And so what was he planning on doing, though? Baron, McLaren, and Taryn, and Sharon, and... You guys are nuts. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, though. Think about that for a second. So what was he going to do? Like, she's dead and he's sleeping with somebody in a hotel? Karen sent James an email explaining how sorry he was for him and that she wished... didn't she realize, wow, what are the odds? Wish she was helping him, not pulling him away. So Karen sent James an email explaining how sorry she was for him and that she wished she was helping him, not pulling him away. She stated she knew it had to be so hard what he was going through and that she wanted to be there for him but did not want to mix in with his family and friends and pretend to be only a friend when there was something more. Hi, honey. I'm sorry for what has transpired this week in your world. I'm having a hard time reading this, but I'm sorry I am not a part of your world to be of more help to you, and instead I am pulling you away. This is so hard. I want to be and to do whatever I can to support, something like, I can to support and encourage you, and I don't want to add to what has become an incredibly difficult time. I can't imagine what is going on to you. Wait, you're something through this. I do want to give you any comfort I can, but I do...
Watching it 2x speed to try to catch up. Embarrassed smiley face.
Well, thank you, not your average chick. Don't worry about it. I can, but I do feel it's right for me I do not feel it's right for me to mix in with all those gathering to mourn Angela. So this email was on this, what is that, the 16th? Jesus. The same day? It's ridiculous. See, he wanted it before. He wanted to have Angela dead by the 13th or 14th, to kind of clear up the time. Now it's overlapping. On March 17th, Urafian spoke with Angela's best friend, let's say. She stated that she and Angela spoke almost daily. Angela visited her in Utah from March 1st through March 15th, 2023. While in Utah, Angela was neither sick nor complained of not feeling well. So from the 1st until the 5th, she was absolutely normal. And guess what? He got his arsenic on the 4th, and she started feeling sick the very next day. What are the odds of that, everybody? And he had already made his plans. So look at, he makes trip plans for his, concubine, whatever you want to call her, on the 4th, the same day as arsenic gets there. She's on a trip and gets back on the 5th, and then she's sick as hell the next day. Come on. Her best friend stated Angela and James' marriage had always been tumultuous. James had multiple affairs with several women, told Angela he had been addicted to pornography since he was a teenager, and drugged Angela approximately 5 to 6 years ago. There we go. There's that thing. Angela told the best friend that James drugged her and with an unknown drug because he planned to go into their bedroom and give himself a lethal injection of something and commit suicide. What a joke. James told Angela he drugged her so he wouldn't find him nor be able to save him, which would give the lethal drug time to kill him. What a joke. That's ridiculous. God, he comes up with an excuse. Right. Your affiant believed this is what James referred to in the text message exchange outlined in red earlier. Yeah, right. Given our history, I know that must be triggering. Just for the record, I didn't drug you. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. Angela told the best friend several times over the past 16 years that she was going to leave James, but said that James always convinced her to stay. Angela told the best friend that James had run to the dental, probably because he didn't want to pay child support for all 6 kids. Angela told the best friend that James had run the dental office into the ground and that their finances were dire. That matches what Ryan said, that he was a gambler, a risk taker. Angela complained to the best friend that James recently traveled to Las Vegas, where she said he gambled away over $2,000. Well, that's not that much. When James updated, I mean, it's not that much, in terms of the grand picture of, having gambling problems. I know people, there's some people out there that spend way more than that. When James updated the best friend on Angela's status, James said he would not allow hospital staff to conduct an autopsy. Tony said she pled with James, asking him to do an autopsy in case it was genetic, so they could prevent one of their children from getting sick. James said he felt if they could figure out what was wrong with her when she was alive, he would have let them poke her more when she was dead. On March 18, 2023, your affiant advised Angela was pronounced brain dead at 4:29 p.m. so I guess it was, I think the 16th is when she went unconscious, and then the 18th she was brain dead. Or maybe that's only when he was told. The individual determination of death states that an individual is dead if the individual has sustained irreversible cessation of circulatory and respiratory functions, or the individual has sustained irreversible cessation of all functions of the entire brain, including the brainstem. Through the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, your affiant learned that ingesting arsenic typically causes severe gastrointestinal signs and symptoms such as vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. The signs and symptoms might lead rapidly to dehydration and shock. Remember how she drank a lot of liquid? Clinical manifestations might follow, including dysrhythmia, probably irregular heartbeats, prolonged QT, T-wave changes, altered mental status, and multi-system organ failure that ultimately could result in death. Through the CDC, your affiant learned that ingesting cyanide typically causes chest pain, confusion, dizziness, eye pain, eye tearing, excitement, difficulty breathing, headache, nausea, rapid or slow heart rate, rapid or slow breathing, restlessness. Let me get not your average chicken over here. Hold on, I forgot. There we go. Let's see. Vomiting, weakness, or wheezing. In addition, more serious symptoms include high or low blood pressure, loss, consciousness, lung injury, seizures, coma, and death. Angela told James she was having the following symptoms beginning on March 6, 2023 through March 15th. Dizziness, her head felt funny, her eyes did not want to focus,
and felt heavy and slow, felt drudgy, whole body feeling tingly, extreme headache, eye discharge, altered mental state, high and low blood pressure, weak, shaky, tired, nausea, and vomiting. Your affiant documented the litany of tests completed by 2 separate emergency department doctors through her text messages to James and James' messages to Michelle. None provided a medical reason for her symptoms. However, reading the CDC symptoms of the poisons, your affiant knows they are consistent with the symptoms Angela was experiencing and that ultimately killed her. Throughout the investigation, your affiant has spoken to numerous people who have provided insight into Angela and James Craig's relationship. No, not one person has suggested or even seen any source of suicidal ideations from Angela. James had provided those statements to the Department of Human Service employees, who, after hearing those statements, felt that James was trying to make a point to have some source of the cover-up story to prevent his incrimination. James has made varied statements to various audiences. He told the Department of Human Resources that Angela was suicidal and he had saved her many times but never reported it. James had told fellow employees that his marriage was failing and he was in financial turmoil. He has also been recently communicating with a woman, what was her name again? Karen, about not Karen. Yeah, it was Karen, right? What was her name? Shit. My brain. The whole Karen rhyming thing got me onto the wrong person. No, it was Karen? Okay. Yeah. So I did remember good. Awesome. Okay, so it has also been recently communicating with a woman named Karen about what appears to be a sexually intimate relationship. It appears James was flying this woman into Denver while his wife and the mother of his children was dying in the hospital. I mean, this guy is about as sick as you can get. In totality, this investigation has proven that James has gone to great lengths to try and end his wife's life. On February 27th, he created a new Gmail account, jimandwaffles@gmail.com, which he only used in dental room number 9 within his practice at 14991 East Hamden Avenue, Suite 370. This email was not found on his cellular phone, his laptop, nor on Angela's phone. While using this account, he researched multiple undetectable poisons. So he's using a new email on a computer he never uses, right? So it would be hard to have even checked that one, except for an employee saw him in there. While using this account, he researched multiple undetectable poisons and eventually purchased crystalline metalloid arsenic from Amazon.com. After buying this poison, he received an email from Karen about her intentions to fly to Denver, Colorado from March 8th through the 10th. On March 4th, 2023, the arsenic was delivered, and that's the same date, by the way, that he ordered the plane tickets. Hey, thanks, Marie. Marie Crossley. Thank you. I almost said Maria, but I said your name 1,000 times. What do you guys think of this? I mean, this is insane. It's weird how this isn't really a story that anybody's really talking about. It should be. It kind of takes a while to get through it, though. Have you guys heard many people talking about this one? I'm sure they will now. Oh, look what I thought of this. Look at this one I thought of. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, this is one of those ones that's right up there with some of the worst that you'll see out there. While using this account, he researched multiple undetectable poisons and eventually purchased crystalline metalloid arsenic from Amazon. After buying this poison, he received an email from Karen about her intentions to fly to Colorado for March 8th through the 10th. On March 4th, 2023, the arsenic was delivered to James' mailbox at his residence, and at that point, he decided to... it's just crazy. On March 4th, James received another email from Karen, a trip that was scheduled for March 16th through 20th, with a flight plan. On March 5th, 2023, Angela returned home from a trip to Utah. So they're actually going through what I just told you guys a minute ago. On March 6, 2023, Angela was admitted to Park Adventist Hospital as she complained that her head felt funny. She was dizzy, and her eyes were not focusing. See, this is, though, has to be connected to the arsenic, though, because he didn't have the cyanide yet. She continued that she did not feel right in her head and that her body was responding slowly. These symptoms were consistent with some of the symptoms from arsenic. There you go. These symptoms, per the CDC, were vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea, dehydration, altered mental state, or organ failure. Angela was released from the hospital on March 6, 2023. James then ordered Olendrin, 1 milligram, in the quantity of 3 on March 6, 2023. These items were intercepted by FedEx and were not delivered to James. On March 8, 2023, according to the flight plans from February 27, 2023, Karen came to Denver, Colorado. James then ordered Sigma, potassium cyanide, from Midland Scientific with a request to have the items overnighted. He requested to pick them up on March 9th, 2023. So that'd be the day before she got there, right? What was the plan up there again? No, 8th through the 10th. God, what a psycho. He wanted to pick up the cyanide while she was there visiting him. Thanks, Jim Lom. What do you mean? So the cops knew and let her go. Who? This lady right here, Karen? I don't think she did anything illegal.
I'm gonna go by his office and house and take some pictures later this week.
All right. Okay. This led Angela to... Okay, let's go. Where were we at here? I just got out of sorts. Angela was released from the hospital on March 6th. Oh, so that she went home. I didn't realize that. James then ordered Olendrin, 1 milligram, in the quantity of 3 on March 6th. These items were intercepted by FedEx. Huh, that's interesting. So she goes home, but he wasn't able to get this one. He needs to hurry up and kill her. You know, he's trying to... No, well, I think it was still in the mail system. It hadn't been delivered yet. The one that they stopped. I think it was just still in the mail system, and he had never got it. That's how they knew to stop it. If I am thinking of it correctly. I was probably right around the 15th or so, where, 15th or 16th. Yeah. So Angela was released from the hospital on March 6th. So she went in there on the 6th also, because he poisoned her with arsenic the second she got home. Probably gave her something to drink or something to eat at night, and she woke up sick. Then she goes to the hospital. Then she makes it home, and while she was home, he's like, "Damn, you didn't die." So then he orders this Olendrin shit. Then on March 8, 2023, according to the flight plans from February 27th, Karen came to Denver, Colorado. James then ordered potassium cyanide, because now he's going for the big stuff, from Midland Scientific with a request to have the items overnight. He requested to pick them up on March 9th. Specifically, there were delays in the shipment to verifying his credentials. James responded while Angela was in the hospital that he could complete the form and that the potassium cyanide was needed for surgery. James showed impatience in the email string between him and the Midland Scientific employee. James then told his employee that he had a package coming to the office on March 13th. That was kind of a dumb move on his part not to be at that office. What do you guys think of that? I mean, in terms of a criminal. Thank God he didn't, though. And that the package, what I'm more frustrated with, Scout Dude, is why didn't the people at his office become a little more concerned when he got that shipment there and get something going quickly? As let's see, employee name, package and repacked, knowing James requested not to open it, and then they repacked the item. She saw it was potassium cyanide. She never saw this potassium cyanide with the business again. It should have remained in the business if it was truly used for a surgery, as James alleged. On March 14th, 2023, Angela was released from the hospital. Oh, we didn't know that. And returned home. Oh, yeah, we knew that she returned home. Then on March 15th, Angela returned to the hospital at approximately 11 a.m. This time, Angela was at the University Hospital, so that means she'd been poisoned with cyanide at this point. Angela started to suffer from severe seizure and was intubated. Angela suffered from a lack of oxygen, no pupil reaction, and began to have intracranial pressure. This led Angela to, God, man. So he got the cyanide on the 13th. She returns home on the 14th. And then he poisons her with the cyanide because now she's got the symptoms of cyanide poisoning. Jeez. Angela suffered, what a nightmare. Absolutely tortured for like 2 weeks. Angela suffered from a lack of oxygen, no pupil reaction, and began to have intracranial pressure. This led Angela to the medical intensive care unit where she was on life support and did not regain brain activity. James was known to make Angela protein shakes regularly and had administered many to her. Yeah, see? Exactly. It was believed he had provided Angela with the poison through these shakes. Per the CDC, the more severe symptoms include a high or low blood pressure, loss of consciousness, lung injury, seizures, coma, and death. James has ordered multiple poisons that were not known to have been located during the searches of his residence or business. James had not attempted to speak with police regarding what occurred with his wife, but has made statements that he had the answers to what happened. James has only repeatedly asked for his phone back. Based on the totality of the investigation, James has shown the planning and the intent to end his wife's life by searching for ways to kill someone undetected, providing her poisons that align with her hospitalized symptoms, and working on starting a new life with Karen. Your affiant finds there is more than enough preliminary evidence sufficient. No, he's toast. To arrest James Craig with premeditated first-degree murder. Based upon the foregoing facts and circumstances, your affiant feels that she has probable cause, this is a female officer, to believe that the offense, premeditated first-degree murder, class F1, has been committed, and that Toliver Craig, I think she meant James Toliver Craig, date of birth, February 11th, 78, did commit the offense. I have read the foregoing statement, and the matters stated therein are true to the best of my knowledge. Jesus, man, that is... Well, hey, we got through that sucker, but man, that is an absolute nightmare. Just brutal. Wow. I mean, just think of how sick somebody would have to be to, have your concubine or whatever you want to call it fly in, and you order her tickets for the 16th through the 20th on the same date that your arsenic came in. then your wife comes home from a trip that she took to Utah on the 5th. So that was the 4th. He ordered that stuff. And then on the 5th, she comes back from Utah. He obviously gave her a protein shake with some arsenic in it because the next day she was sick, had to go to the hospital. And then she came home, I think again, or something on the 9th-ish. Or, no, actually she came back home again later that day on the 6th. And then he started ordering, he tried to order cyanide because it just wasn't going quick enough. Ordered it on the 10th, but he finally got it on the 13th. And then she gets home on the 14th, and then back in the hospital on the 15th, and then she dies right after that. From cyanide poisoning. He poisoned the hell, I mean, literally for 10 days, she was in this guy should get the death penalty if there is one. I mean, it's like being tortured for 10 days straight, and she ends up dying. Ah, jeez. You know, she seemed like she was a good person too. You know, like I don't know, just God, it's what a nightmare. Why would he think he could get away with that? I don't know. That's really kind of, it's disturbing as hell. You're gonna have there's gonna be something on IDTV on that one. Oh, thank you, TTJO on PayPal there. Alright. Anything else in here? Somebody sent me something on Stephen Smith, but yeah, they're gonna exhume Stephen Smith's body in the Murdoch case and see what happens. Well, yeah, of course he's been arrested. Jeez. I just hope they didn't have her cremated or something. He didn't want an autopsy done, but is she still available for? I mean, this is pretty quick here. I bet you the police stopped any sort of. They're going to be able to look in or do an autopsy the right way, I would imagine. Anyways. Oh yeah. Oh, cool. Let's see. Well, it's always been a homicide, right? What do you mean it's officially ruled a homicide? It's always a homicide. Even when it was a hit and run, it's a homicide. It's a human caused it. Okay, we do have to switch over to this Daily Mail article here, though. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Stephen Smith's death is officially ruled a homicide, and yes, Buster Murdoch yesterday he denied the allegations yesterday, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's right. Wow, just wow. Stephen Smith's death is officially ruled a homicide a day after Buster Murdoch denied vicious, baseless rumors that he was involved in the death amid claims the pair were linked romantically. Let me see what it says in here. Stephen Smith's death is now being considered a homicide. Well, why was it never? I mean, to me, it's always been a homicide. Even if it was a car that drove by and hit him, right? 8 years after the teenager was found dead. Bland Richard Law Firm. I do have the press conference, by the way, from the other day, so tomorrow we'll play that. Okay, but let's always, anytime there's updates on this case that we were just talking about with James Craig here, make sure you send it over. We gotta keep on top of that one. That's crazy Looney Tune stuff. That's psycho shit. I mean, not to bring up Chris Watts, but it is similar mindset. Like, oh, he's got this other girl, so let's do, and there's many cases like
Very
that.
interesting
Actually,
case.
but
Wow.
it's that kind of level of psycho though. Just here we go. Don't do the Chris Watts sign. You want to see who looks like Kimberly? Who are you talking about? We've showed his face a bunch of times. He's on the thumbnail. Yeah, we've shown him a million times. What do you mean? He's right here. He's on the thumbnail of the video even. He's right there and his wife is here. That's the lady he killed right there. This guy's just, ugh. Imagine having that guy working on your teeth. You kidding me? His forehead goes for days. Hey, it's nowhere near Michelle Carter, though, Zozo. Okay, you could never say that guy's forehead. I mean, if his went on for days, Michelle Carter's went on for galaxies. Okay, or for years is what I would say. I mean, it's like, are you kidding me? Here, let me show you that one more time. Hold on a second. Let's do Michelle Carter here really quick. All right, look at that thing. That's more than half of her head. All right, let's not kid around. And by the way, what is that? I'm just curious. Is that an elf or? I'm not really sure what. And by the way, Michelle Carter is a pile of shit human being. Sorry if that offends you, Michelle Carter, but you talked somebody into killing themselves, and even on the days they felt good, boy, you got them right back on track. So if you're wondering why I'm sounding like that to her, I actually made a video on this where I read through their text messages, and she convinced another kid to kill himself. She was so excited to help him kill himself. And she, even when he felt good, he goes, hey, I'm feeling pretty good. She goes, hey, come on, don't get... And worked him back into doing it. This girl here should have got like 20 years in prison, if you ask me. Along with her forehead. Oh, shit, I lost the email. Well, let me get back to the... Hey, that was a pretty good one, Zozo. You got to admit, look at it. She should spend 20 years in prison along with her forehead. Oh, yeah. Come on. Boom! That was one of your types of jokes, man. That should... Yeah, let's see. Why do you need to see it again, Timothy? I just played it. Hit the rewind button. You can see it. Let's see. Law enforcement revealed they do not even need to exhume the 19-year-old's body to convince them that his death was a homicide. Well, they need to reevaluate the injuries, but said they will be present and participate in the exhumation. I wonder if they felt pressure. Bland, Richard, co-founder Eric Bland, said the SLED is committed to combining efforts and resources. We have a chance to right 8 years of wrongs, and we intend to do just that. Okay, good. Well, I mean, I don't know why it's officially been ruled a homicide when it's always been a homicide. I mean, even if you can't really call it an accident when somebody's driving by and their rearview mirror smashes you in the face, if you think that's what happened. That's a homicide. It's somebody else, you know. Well, at least I would call it that. I don't know if it officially is, but anyways, well, I don't have any more to offer to you guys tonight. But we've been on here for 3 hours and 30 minutes, so that should be pretty good. There it is. So thank you to... Yeah, I hope you guys thought that was interesting. Hit that like button if you would, please. You know, a lot of reading, but it was all pretty interesting.
Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Hit that like button. 10, 20, 25, 30. Might as well hit the damn like button. You can use your thumb, your fist, your tongue, whatever the hell you want to use to hit it. Just hit the damn like button. All right, thanks. Yeah, I think it's an interesting case. I mean, you know what I think is incredible is how quickly all of this. I mean, today's the 21st, right? She dies on the 16th, and they've already put together this massive 52-page document and just have him nailed that quick. Man, I mean, that's some good work right there. So thank you to Tawny Lee, K. Me, Texas Girl, Holly G, Ashy Snow, Beth Radish, Susie Clue, Ashy Snow with a cat eye, thank you very much. Support with Steffa, SV Kathy, Mickey Duff, Jessica Schubach, Adniram, Linda Howell, as in Linda Molden Howe of the Cattle Mutilations and Crop Circles, Lori Fisher, Alley Cake, Scoutin' Dude, Kathy Friedenmaker, Anthony Galvez, Lori Will. Yeah, it's amazing how recent it is and how quickly they got it all just buttoned up with incredible documentation. Thank you, Danielle and WNC Granny. Right there at the end. So hold on, let me get to Hamilton Blue Stars Robertson, Sleuth and Sandals, Maxine Van Dyke, Bama Forever with a cat eye, thank you so much. Michelle H, Mama 457 Rose, Tanya Stewart, Scoutin' Dude, Mel's Diner, Scoutin' Dude again. He said hit that like button, do that. Danielle, Eugenie, Boggle Queen's been a member for 38 months.
Stunning.
Simple Life Days, Tosh with a cat eye, Lisa Valenzuela, Not Your Average Chick,
Thanks for
Marie
reading all
Crossley, Jim Lawn, Scoutin' Dude, Danielle, and WNC Granny. Anyways, thank you guys very much for the support on here, and also thank you to, I think there's a couple PayPals were Lisa Holland and TTJO Tracy. Thank you. So we're going to put this in here and do it for a notebook. Here we go, everybody. Now, if you happen to be Lisa Holland tonight and you purchased a notebook, then I'll send you a mug instead. That way you have the notebook, the 2 freak pens, and a mug. All right, doesn't that sound awesome or what? I mean, that is. Because she's the only one that ordered a notebook tonight. So hold on. Alright, here we go. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Derry L, a.k.a. Decent. Oh, come on. There it is. Derry L. That's funny. There it is. Tosh wins. So Tosh, do you want the notebook? I don't know if you're still here, but if you want the notebook, let me know. A lot of times you want me to spin it again, but... I don't know. I'm going to be doing I'm going to cover the Gannon Stauch trial. I'm going to try to speed it up and make it shorter. We covered that since the beginning. Yeah, he died a long time ago. I mean, he died
back when he went missing. I had to debunk a lot of people in that case, coming up with crazy theories. Well, looks like she wants it. But if tomorrow she says she doesn't want it, I'll tell you what, I'll spin again for another notebook, just in case. But because it's the second spin, there it is, Anthony Galvez. All right. Awesome. Looks like the dogs are elsewhere. So, anyways, thank you guys very much for being here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. A lot of reading, but it was pretty interesting the whole way through, I thought. And sorry for my stuffy nose. Seems like it's a little bit better now than it was. So yeah, if you won something, send me an email and then I'll ship it off. Okay? So thank you all very much for being here tonight. Tomorrow, let's see. I think what we'll do tomorrow is I'll play you guys the Stephen Smith press conference they had. Yeah, we had an ex-Fitz News person there, Maddie Matson. She's really good. And they're all just talking about that case, and then we can go over some other stuff that I've got. So, okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you again for being here, and as I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there. No, I was going to say, thanks for the mods, for all you guys do, and also, hopefully we can get some more information on this, Scottie's case. Hopefully they find him, but I'd like to have more information. I think after police realize that she's the one that put that on there, I mean, they are the ones that made him wear that. They probably are a little bit more sort of intrigued by the whole thing. Yep. Bite you tomorrow. All right. See you later. Be safe out there. Boom. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6.
And a 7 and an 8.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector. What song are you singing there? I'm a certified lie detector. Oh my God. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector. Good night, Bama, forever. Nectar. Professor Greg is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a puppet.
Good night, Bama, forever.
I just said that.
Well, I want to say it too.
With a vector on his pector with all respect, y'all. Just remember, I've a temper fucking check ya. I have no agenda. I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send you on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah.
Good night, Jen H. Jessica Schumacher, Linda Hell, Terry Annie.
Hey, would you just, come on, would you just read off everybody's name?
Well, if I want to, Graham, I'm gonna do it. Gee.
Oh, you sound like somebody else I know who says that same sentence. I'm gonna say it if I want to.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
I'm not saying who that is. All right, we'll see you guys later, and be safe out there.
Good night, everybody. Gee.
Good job.
Thanks, Greg.